Germans too. This quirky crew's got laughs for you. We're breaking the news and breaking the mold. The Hump Day Chinwaga's comedy gold. Break a sweat. So breaks to the Yanks and Germans too. This quirky crew's got laughs for you. We're breaking the news and breaking the mold. The Hump Day Chinwaga's comedy
Gotta get my poggers in.
Yay.
Welcome, everybody, to the Hump Day Chinwag, and thank you very much indeed for enjoying that intro. Now, weirdly, I was expecting to see another video turn up, but it didn't, so that's weird. Anyway, we're doing it live. Good to see you all. Good to see you in chat. Thank you very much indeed for joining. As always, we're going to go round the room and say hello to the usual panel, and after that, we're going to say hello to our lovely guests.
Yes, sir.
We've got plenty of topics to discuss this evening, everything from TV to film and even some breaking news stuff. So let's kick off as we mean to. Go on. Smu the DJ, how you doing, brother?
Pretty good. Good news. I haven't been arrested, as you can see. I'm here.
You made it. You made it through.
Made it back home.
Airport.
Yeah.
The day isn't over yet.
But man, the journey was fucking horrendous. Instead of having a 3.5 to 4.5 train journey, it turned into a 5.5 hours on a train, and then another 20 minutes on a bus. So I was 6 hours late to returning home. Thanks, Deutsche Bahn. Go fuck yourself.
I bet that bus journey felt like fucking 5 hours as well.
It didn't. It felt a lot. It felt like 5 minutes, if anything. But yeah, Deutsche Bahn can suck a poo poo next time. I tell you.
Hey, that's freaking horrible. Do you know what? That almost sounds like British rail, and the standard we expect in the UK. Because some of our rail is just shit. It really is poor.
It really is.
Some.
The kicker is, my flight from Dallas had a delay for like 2 hours. I was sitting in a plane for an hour. They were saying like, we're taking off at 4 p.m. Sure. It was 5 p.m.
Oh my God.
They didn't even fucking tell us until they took off. And I was like, oh, great. Well,
but at least you could get your head down.
Yeah, at least I got some sleep in. I was well rested when I got back home. So the only thing I was over was like all the Borussia Dortmund fans on the train back home. Yeah, that was fun. Then having a kid screaming across from me all the time, and the mom couldn't calm the kid down. I could hear the kid screaming through my noise-canceling headphones. That's how loud that kid was.
Wow.
I mean, the thing is noise-canceling headphones won't cancel that out.
Correct.
Because it's a different frequency constantly. Whereas if it's a steady frequency like aircon, that's what it can cancel.
Yep.
That's a hell of a
all in
journey.
all-
A punch usually cancels it out, though.
That's true.
I was going to suggest either a bitch slap or...
Falcon punch.
Both.
No, not even Falcon Punch. Just give her a drop of whiskey. Because that's what we used to have as kids.
Don't
Oh,
punch
yeah.
the kid, the mother.
All in all,
Don't punch the kid. You can't punch the kid. You got to punch the mother.
Why
Do
not?
some parenting, for fuck's sake.
Why not?
in hindsight, though,
Slap kids.
if I look back at the journey, I'm just glad I made it back home in time for the elections. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
The elections, which have proven very interesting.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, most Germans voted for the status quo, which is not surprising. But at least we have some significant changes going on, which kind of justifies rebuilding the wall back up. Considering how dude,
It's going to happen, isn't it?
I mean, look, spoiler alert for those who aren't aware, Germany voted on last Sunday, and the AfD gained like 20%, have 20% in the parliament, and the majority of the vote came from Eastern Germany, to nobody's surprise, except for Berlin, which for some reason voted for the Christian Democratic Union, which is like the
To nobody's surprise.
to nobody's surprise, and it was a tiny smidge on the Eastern German map. And funnily enough, it's all the Eastern German states that voted for the AfD. Like, if you look at the map, it's all blue.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's funny. But yeah, enough of that. I'm glad to be here.
Unification, yay!
Kind of
Yay!
sad that I'm back in Germany, but you know what? America will come soon enough. So
Just a quick question on your elections. Explain it as if I'm retarded, which I am most of the time. So if you've got Republicans and Democrats in America,
yeah.
what's the equivalency in German? Who won?
Do we have any? I would say the
Okay,
Christian
so-
Democrats are the closest to Republicans.
No.
Well,
I would say the AfD is the closest to Republicans. The Christian Democrats are the closest to if the liberals were actually liberal. So they won, and the two Democratic parties both got shit on.
Yep. Basically.
Okay, that's fine. As long as it's the Democrats that got shit on.
Well, in unrelated news, my city where I live in are retarded because they all voted for the Green Party.
Yes, I saw that one.
I saw the news and I was like, really, bruv? Really?
Yep.
Wouldn't be the first time a minority party had a king-making power in Germany, would it?
Yeah, but they're not getting
It's
shit
been
done,
a long
baby.
while
We're
since
gonna have
one
Green
party was
Hitler
the
next.
majority. Let's
We
just
all
say
know.
that.
We all know what happened last time, Greg.
Yeah. But
Don't talk about that, Tombi.
Oh, we
Don't mention the war.
we can talk about it. Of course,
Krieg?
we can.
Did you
But
say Krieg?
Greg,
Hello.
Greg, how you doing, Greg? What you been up to, Greg? Have you been?
I've been to a gig. I went to see Pantera on Sunday.
I thought you were going to say
Sweet.
Magic Mike. You're up your back alley.
I went to see Pantera, and
Fuck
it was
yeah.
awesome.
Hold on a minute.
He did take his salt lamp with him.
I didn't know. I took my son.
Natural.
Two seconds, because someone sent me a video, and I'm sure that was Pantera as well.
Got a video.
Oh, no.
I can show you that. Actually.
It fucking was as well. Someone sent me the video of the same gig.
On Sunday.
Yeah, on Sunday.
Cool.
Because she
Funny that.
took Monday off to recover.
Last night of the show of the tour tonight.
Mm.
No, yesterday. It was yesterday in London.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Now they're over to Paris or some shit.
I think it was the last night of this European mini tour they did, and then they're going on to America and then coming back to Europe supporting Metallica.
Oh god.
Oh god.
That's it. Enough said. We ignore Metallica on this channel.
Then Metallica are supporting Ozzy and Black Sabbath, and Pantera are supporting them at that
Surprised
Aussie
Ozzy's
gig.
still alive, to be honest.
So am I.
It's the drugs that keep him alive.
I've been constantly surprised Ozzy is still alive since about 1976.
Yeah, pretty much.
Atom Gray just in chat there, just saying, "Damn, I saw Pantera 30 years
still
ago."
alive.
30 years ago.
Yeah, 30 years ago. Holy shit. Almost as old as... in fact, who is under the age of 30 on the channel? Smu and Enygma?
Over 30.
Wait, I'm over.
We haven't got any
And-
babies on the channel anymore, have we?
And
Still
Smooth,
got
yeah,
kids.
DV's not there anymore, so
and I beat Smooth by 1 year, so
that is true. Yeah.
Greg beats us all by 12 years, so it's fine.
Greg beats us all by a fucking country mile. He's so old, he was the waiter at the Last Supper.
I am Methuselah's grandfather.
No,
I'm gonna say nothing.
Greg is so old he calls Methuselah young man.
Greg was
Hello, young man.
fucking Greg was classmates with Adam and Eve. What do you mean?
Oh man.
He couldn't blow out the candle on his first birthday because they haven't discovered fire yet.
Oh,
Touche.
dear.
We got a new one every week.
So anyway, Abe, what have you been up to?
I've mostly been conspiring with Hanayama to come up with age-related jokes.
Gee, why am I not surprised?
Busy all week then.
Yeah, I'm good. It's my birthday tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you old bastard.
Oh,
Yeah.
So,
Takes one to know one.
so the question
I know,
is,
right?
what are you doing for your birthday?
I'm gonna see my folks, and that's pretty much it. That's all I got planned.
Are you doing anything in the evening?
I don't think so. No.
Did you want to play any games in the evening? Dealer's
Maybe.
choice.
Yeah, maybe. We could maybe do like Gartic Phone or something like that.
Oh, that'd be a good idea, actually.
I can certainly host stuff for you. If you want to do that for your birthday, we can host stuff and
Easy.
go from there, mate.
Yeah.
So whatever you want to play, if you want to play Gartic Phone, you want to play Jackbox, What the Dub, any of those
What
party
about
games, Party Animals.
Party animals. Yeah.
Yep, all of that good stuff. So yeah, just whatever you want to do, mate. Just let me know when you're going to be a boot.
Will do.
Has Yanni Oh no, she's slowly moving at 7 frames a second.
Oh, fuck me.
We can hear your voice perfectly, so it's fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
Yarnwitch, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Besides being frustrated with technology, I'm doing all right.
How's
But
those,
husband is, huh?
how's those beta
Beta
boobies? I was going to say
boobies.
booby baities at one stage, and I was like, "Fuck, that's not going to sound right."
You're starting to sound like me.
Yeah,
Tombi's
They're
having a
going along
Biden
all
moment.
right. I got this one done last week, and then I'm working on the second one now. It's almost done. So little baby nerd take booties gonna be done. He's gonna have a
Nice.
little selection of stuff soon.
Gonna
So
have a
I'll have to
matching
ship it out
set.
to him because I know we're approaching the due date quite
I'm
quickly.
actually so short they would fit me as boots.
They might. These are comfy size boots. Especially if you do this, they'll be waiters.
Oh, look at that!
Look at
It'll make you look like I'm wearing
Glorious.
welly boots.
that. Go swimming in those.
Oh, that's amazing.
Thank
I'm
you.
looking forward to seeing the end results. And yeah, so Nerd Takes, obviously, Mrs. is progressing along nicely. I did speak to him the other day to see how his Mrs. was doing.
That's
And everything's
reassuring.
coming along nicely.
Good.
So,
Good.
yeah, it's all on the horizon, Looking forward to when he's finally announced on whatever platform he announces that he's Daddy Nerd Takes. So
Yay.
Call him Daddy.
Okay, so our special guests go last. So Jack Tarlad, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, mate. Had a good stream last night doing the Vice City, stream. Tomorrow, don't forget, we've got the new series continuing Read and Roll, and we've got Scream Queen Selena on tomorrow. So,
Nice.
everything's going pretty well. Loving
I'll be
it.
honest soon.
Thanks.
I am happy to hear it. So you've had Yanni on was kind of like episode 0 testing. You've had Abe on.
Yeah.
Who was on last
Twice.
week? Abe.
Daramuth was on last week. Yeah. But he had to leave a little bit early, so I got Abe in to sort of like fill the rest of the episode.
Oh.
Sounds awesome. Harry Enema, how you doing, brother?
Doing fine so far. Obviously, checking that everybody keeps tweeting their shit, unlike
Yanni.
certain people.
Yanni.
I did this morning.
Yeah, you did this morning, and then you forgot twice on Monday.
Well, I gotta give you something to do.
See,
He's literally keeping an audit of your tweets, you know.
I expect there's a spreadsheet in his head.
Yeah, in my head, I was about to say, I'm not creating a spreadsheet for shit. It's literally like, okay, it's 6 p.m., check Twitter, barren wasteland, okay, let's go flame her again. God damn it.
God damn it, woman!
God damn it, woman. What job?
Tweet your shit,
What job?
Something so simple as doing shout-outs. I mean, I've been sat here and I've been shouting out people for the last half an hour. It's great.
You're amazing. How have you been doing that? It's like magic.
It's almost like I've got an application that does it for me.
Yeah,
What?
Gee.
you use a bot, I do it by hand.
Yeah,
We
it's
are not
all
the
about
same.
working smarter, not harder, and all that stuff. Because now I've got more time for talking to you guys instead of worrying about tweets.
Yanni needs a chatbot and with a specific Hanayama command saying !woman. So every time Hanayama comes to chat, it says, "God damn it, woman."
That would be great anytime he enters the chat. Yes.
It's even funnier.
What we actually need is anytime this happens,
Fingering is.
then an automatic tweet goes out at that point in time. So as soon as that's detected, it's like fingering is.
Oh
and
yeah,
it's
totally. You could have some scripts going so that
Yeah.
Hanayama's walk-on blurt is "God damn it, woman," and it automatically tweets.
Well, the voice-activated app that I use, that streamer bot, you could actually do that.
Yeah.
You can actually pipe the audio through from blurbs. Because obviously I'm talking to mine and setting off Hendry and everything else in between.
Excellent.
So you could actually do it that way.
See,
But-
I always just run into Yanni's stream because I have enough fucking points for blurbs and always just play the fucking Blackbeard laugh and Yanni knows immediately, oh god, he's here.
Yes. Yeah. I get the right blurb and I know.
Say the sound and he appears.
Yes.
It's as soon as the Z ha 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 meme starts playing.
Yeah,
She
it's
goes,
literally
"Oh god damn it, I didn't do it, did I?"
and then,
No sandstorm.
Exactly.
Yeah, the funny thing is, you laugh. That happened Monday twice. Tuesday the first stream, and then obviously for Sandland, Yanni remembered. So good. But literally, Monday the first stream, I come in, I play the fucking blurb, and Yanni immediately, I forgot to tweet again. God damn it! Like, yeah, you know, woman, you know why I'm here.
Right.
all love here.
Let's introduce our first special guest who has actually never been on the channel before. It's Jacob Ironside. How you doing, sir?
Hey, Jacob.
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me. I've been looking forward to it. And I just want to say, before you criticize someone, walk a mile in their shoes. That way, when you do criticize them, you're a mile away and you have their shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True story.
I highly doubt
Good
that
advice.
Hana-
I was wondering where my shoes are.
Wise words. Wise words.
No,
I'm so excited you're here.
There are very wise
but-
words. So
But
obviously,
thanks for having me.
we've been speaking a while in the background, and quite often a lot of us frequent everybody else's streams and everybody's chat. But it is a really good opportunity to get you on the channel, get some insight into the mind of Jacob, especially with some of our topics that we're going to discuss. So welcome to the show, my
Do my
friend.
best.
Good to see you. And Enygma for the second time around. How you doing, sir?
I am a box of fluffy ducks. Did I use that one last time? I don't know, but yeah, I'm doing really well.
Using it again.
A box of fluffy ducks.
Box of fluffy ducks.
And been playing plenty of Diablo again lately.
Yep. I'm thinking of changing a little bit though, just simply because I watched our friend Magitech Mags play Final Fantasy IV last night, and I went,
Yes.
Damn, I really wish I was doing that.
Great game.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. So
It brings the thing is with Final Fantasy IV and all of the older classics, it just brings back that nostalgia. I mean, Jack, you're probably feeling exactly the same with Grand Theft Auto. It's just bringing back a lot of the feelings you had when you first played the game.
Yep. Basically.
Jack's,
No.
No, you jackass!
Can't keep a straight face though.
I've always got to be the counterpoint.
He really does. You always talk about
He's the devil's
subverting
advocate.
expectations.
You're a cunt.
Yes, you are.
Anyway,
we can also follow that up.
I was saying that whenever I play text-based games like the old Final Fantasies on my stream, I did Final Fantasy VI a couple years ago. I read the texts in different voices for different characters. So, I just was, I can't even remember who I gave. I think I gave Locke the New York accent. And he's like, "Hey, what's the problem? I'm here stealing stuff. I'm a treasure hunter." So I love doing that. So it's I might have to do that.
If you ever redo that game, just play Locke as a New Yorkian Italian mobster. Hey, what the fuck is this shit?
Oh my god.
Hey, we're gonna call Joey a bag of donuts and have this thing taken care of right away. Know what I mean?
You know what? I would literally, if you were to carry that off with different voices for all of the main characters, everybody would watch the fucking shit out of that.
Yes.
Well, they did it a couple years ago.
Oh
man!
But I like doing that. It's fun.
Yeah.
So you're thinking about adding that into the mix along with Diablo?
Maybe. I'm kind of on the fence. I'm a smaller streamer, and every time I've done research as to how to become a bigger streamer, they always say, play something until you're sick of it. That's the only way you can get, people will come to you, and then when they get used to you, then you can branch off and play other things. So I've been going hard on Diablo since August.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I might have to change that because it's not that I'm sick of Diablo. It's just that I think I robbed myself of playing other games, and I really wish I.
Understandable. Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah.
Can
I mean,
absolutely understand that.
I'm certainly playing multiple different games every week just to keep the variety there. But also when we've got new games coming out all the time, you get that wave of new interest into those games, and you do see it being picked up in terms of views on the channel or certainly new subscribers and stuff.
Yeah.
So definitely is worthwhile thinking about. And it doesn't matter whether the game's old, new, or whatever. Games like Final Fantasy, especially the older ones, have got that nostalgia bait built into them, and you will find that quite a lot of people just come for the old content because it's.
I saw someone the other day when I was in Dallas waiting for my flight. I saw someone playing C64 games, and he had like 5,000 viewers. I was like, C64, man, that's like
5,000. Holy shit.
I was going to say an old console like that, was it Greg? But you would never have 5,000.
No, it wasn't Greg. He was asleep at that point.
Well, I was going to say to a lot of
I have
people
got an
that
Amiga
is
upstairs.
legitimately probably new content.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people probably will never even seen it before.
A lot of people probably never even experienced it.
I really wanted to get the Spectrum reissue they did.
The next
Play on one.
The next Spectrum.
Whatever it was.
Yeah.
They did a sort of reissue with
The rubber keys.
I don't know, 200 games installed on it and stuff.
Yeah.
And you could put you could load up stuff from other games because I've got a bunch of Spectrum games and a Spectrum upstairs. And I wanted to maybe play some of those old games like Lords of Midnight and Manic Miner and stuff.
Manic Miner.
Jetpack.
Jetpack Willie.
I was on the Spectrum before it was cool.
I was waiting.
You
I was waiting for a Spectrum joke. I was waiting.
You were going to say something, Jacob?
Oh no, I was laughing at the joke.
Yeah, no, it's all good. So Bill
I know that when I was when I was first starting, got affiliated on Twitch and all that good stuff, I was setting up goals, and one of the ones I had is if I get 40 subs in 1 month, I'll play Rumble Roses on stream.
Oh wow, Rumble Roses.
Like, what the hell's Rumble Roses? I was like, it's the most perverted game you've ever seen in your life.
You know how long ago I last heard Rumble Roses? That's like ages ago.
I know.
Wow, that's a long time.
Rumble Roses is insane. Is exactly that, except it focuses on women's wrestling, specifically real world women's wrestling. Interesting.
Yeah. If you
Didn't
have
it also
a
have
fetish,
mud wrestling mode?
if you have an itch to scratch, they got a girl in that game that'll scratch it for you.
Yep.
What is this called again?
Rumble Roses. It's basically GOA with wrestling.
Yep.
Features a whole female cast. There are regular matches and mud wrestling matches. There's
Oh my
also a
God.
story mode and a watch only mode.
What
Here's a pitch for you.
Activated mode.
Here's a pitch for you. Salty bet stream. AI versus AI, and just let the chat go nuts.
The funny thing about it is that not only are the characters like they have a schoolgirl and they got a teacher and they got a biker girl and all that, so a farmer's daughter, all that kind of stuff. Every move that they do is just completely perverted. Like if you see a sit-down power bomb on TV, they do that. The girls hold it and the head's just right there between her legs, and it just looks so.
It is also made by the same people who used to do the WWE games back in the day.
Which is the reason why I bought them.
Yep. Wait a minute. Akira Yamaoka made music for that game?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
There you go.
Rumble Roses is insane, chat.
Son, are you winning?
What the fuck is that? This is perverted.
There's supposed to be sound.
That's exactly what I just said.
I've deliberately turned the sound off, mate.
It's very simple. It's very simple. Don't question, just accept.
12 plus.
That was at only 12 plus.
That was in the EU. That was the PEGI rating for the game. 12 plus. I was like, that's a little too low.
What do you mean too low?
Well, for us Germans, it's fine, but for the rest of Europe,
why would I care about the rest of Europe?
In Germany, we got this shit on every street corner. I mean, hell.
Just bribe a hobo; he'll do it for free.
The jiggle physics is on point though. That's what's even funnier. How old is this game?
2004.
There's two of them. One is on the PS2, the other one's on the Xbox 360. So they're about 20 years old, probably.
The original is 21 years old.
Yep.
Can you imagine bringing this to mainstream at the minute?
Fuck no.
Fuck
no.
They would absolutely melt.
Yeah. Well, for a start, all the women
here. Holy shit.
It
all
needs
the
the
women
lollipop
would just be men.
chainsaw treatment.
One at a time. Go, Greg, first.
It needs a reissue, like a lollipop chainsaw treatment.
Yes.
Abe, you were saying something as well?
I was just saying all of the women would be men and be indistinguishable from a regular wrestling game.
This is also true. Smu, you were saying as well?
Don't give me hope, Abe. No, I'm just saying, Rumble Roses, that chick in the freeze frame you got there, she looks like Daredevil.
She does.
She even has the helmet. I mean,
that looks like
I don't think that's her job, though.
Yeah, I was going to say. That looks like.
And now, thank you for saying about having men in the game now, because I just imagine Roman Reigns in a dress.
If you have a good PC that can emulate stuff, there's a used copy for $21 on Amazon at the moment.
Used
copy.
Yeah. Used and abused.
Used
in what way?
You don't want to pick that up without gloves.
Yeah, the instruction manual is now just a solid block,
Yeah, if you
what
could
manual?
open the fucking box.
Do you honestly expect that there would be a manual with it if it's used?
Fuck no.
You're lucky if there's a disc in the box.
Okay, so Commander Classified has actually asked an important question. Tombi, what does FYF stand for? Quite literally.
Glad you asked.
Fuck your face.
Fuck your face.
So it's one of
He's
Tombi's...
not telling you off. That's literally what it stands for.
So normally when we're playing any game which gets Tombi slightly excited and I end up dying quite a bit, you'll probably hear me shout "fuck your face" quite a bit. But
it's been so, or you said it enough that I think it's embedded in my subconscious that I actually said it just naturally the other day when I was playing, I think, Space Marine.
Yeah.
Just like, fuck, the influence.
When I was playing cards against my niece and I lost. Fuck your face.
And then you punched her. Knocked her out cold at the table.
and then drop the people's elbow.
I can just imagine your niece's parents, whether it's your brother or your sister, whichever it is, just look of sheer astonishment as just like fucking face comes out.
Yeah, it's funny how those sort of become like earworms, then they change the way you think. Like automated teller machine. I don't think that when I see ATM anymore.
No. This is
no, I don't think of that either, mate.
I just think of give me my money.
No.
Yeah.
Off. Wink.
So, like in a shop.
Moving on.
Like in a shop when someone says POS. I'm like, who's a piece of shit? Yeah. And they're like, no, point of sale.
Point of sale.
I'm like, oh, right, okay.
That always gets me when I'm in America and it says POS and I'm like,
I run my own damn business and it gets me. Like, I have to go into the POS section and I'm like, I won't go in there. Oh, yeah.
the piece of shit section.
For the record, in America, POS does stand for point of sale and piece of shit. It's usually interchangeable, the same thing.
Correct? Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
But before we continue, Enigma, have you played this Suikoden games back in the day?
Suikoden? Absolutely. I own all of them.
The 1 and 2 are coming out next week.
Yeah,
Maybe
I know.
Can't wait to play them.
I still have my original PlayStation versions, including Suikoden 2, which is apparently very hella valuable.
It is very rare and valuable these days. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, the reason why that I was explained to me is that when Suikoden 1 came out, it was at the beginning of the PlayStation's lifespan, and it was like it was the first or second RPG on the whole console, so they overproduced it, and then of course the RPG fans bought it, but it never went mainstream, so you could find it in Walmart discount bins for $10 a couple years later. So they do Suikoden 2, and Konami was like, yeah, we're going to press this one time and one time only.
Yeah,
and
that's Konami for you.
Yeah, and that's why it's so impossible to find.
Yep.
So I'm just going to re-add Jack in. Apparently he dropped out, and now he's back. Obviously from Jacob's position, just for the chat benefit, obviously most of the people that are on the panel now play games regularly on streams. But Jacob, you tend to look at TV, film, and do the discussions in your popcorn talks with regards to those more than you do gaming. You do have some gaming-related content, don't you?
Right.
I think.
No, I don't. I played games in the 90s more, but it kind of didn't keep up with it. But
not a bad thing though.
No, I like what you're doing.
The 90s were pretty wild when it comes to gaming. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And I think you're almost up to 110 episodes in Popcorn Talk.
That many? Damn.
140? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I think you're coming up close to it. I think it was definitely more than 100 because I think the last time I managed to jump into the stream, I think it was 102, 103. So yeah, can you imagine Hump Day Chinwag finally getting up to the hundreds? I mean, we're almost halfway there now.
We're close.
We're almost halfway there now. But...
We'll have to do something special. Dress up
Look at
nice.
Doggy.
Yanni, we're special. We're always special.
We love puppies.
Oh, you got.
He is shy. So
Oh, bless you.
Oh, sweetheart. Oh, I love him.
Right, as always, for a solid 35 minutes in solid Ryan Roger
That's
Rabbit
fast.
style.
That's fast.
That is
Yeah.
fast for an intro. That is fast
That's
for an
good
intro.
for us.
Let's say hello to the chat and say hello to everybody.
Hello,
Legatus,
chat.
how we doing? So we're probably around about 40 minutes behind on the chat, so we'll quickly skip through. Uncle Martin, good to see you, brother. And so Uncle Martin also says, by the way, Yanni, since you probably will see it here, something went wrong in the most links in the Baldur's Gate 3 description, but love the new part you've added at the beginning.
Oh,
Thumbs
okay,
up.
thank you.
Uncle Martin as well. Never mind, you either fixed it or YouTube shenanigans again.
Yeah, I'll take a look. All right.
Cool. Rick, hello, brother. Where are all the Muppets at? Well, clearly all the Muppets are on this panel, with the exception of you guys, because that's the chat. Bishop,
Yes.
good to see you. Hope
What's up,
you're
Bishop?
doing well. Hope you're doing well. Anarchy.
Hey, Anarchy.
You were missed on Marvel Rivals last night. We had a good laugh in your honor.
I was so pissed I couldn't make it. I was like,
Oh.
It was actually quite a good laugh, and we had I think it was one stage we had 8 people playing. So the more people we get in there, the merrier. But it was a good laugh. Byron Obsidious is joined us as well. How you doing, Byron?
greetings.
Good to see you, my friend. Skip through. Andy Matthews says, Tombi, your audio is bad. Everything of mine is bad, mate. Everything of mine is bad. 9 times out of 10, it's any time I start projecting that way, the mic just cuts down because of the gains and all that good stuff.
Could be worse.
Psychotic Mongoose, good to see you.
Hey, Psycho Mongoose.
How you doing, my friend?
It's the second time I'm seeing you today.
Razorhead. I do actually see most people throughout the day because the working from home, I get to lurk in everybody's channels anyway.
Yep.
So I do bump into quite a few people. Dawn of Mutilation.
Hello.
Good to see you. Good
Guten
to see you.
Abend.
Hope you are well. Steve. Steve's in the chat. Good to see you. Davey Verse as well. Thank you for joining, Davey Verse. And at that point in time, we had gone live because I can see Botrix had joined the channel at that time. Heretical Nerd.
Hey, Pete.
Well, this is certainly a place to come in on the stream. Anytime.
Do
you
not
come
come,
in on the
Pete.
stream.
Do not come.
Too late.
Do not come.
Yes, definitely. What was Greg doing? He suddenly stood up as if
I
to...
was kind of sitting up.
He's
in the
just
chair.
adjusting the lamp.
I've got a new thing. You know, we had our old man.
A new salt lamp.
You've got a new butt plug.
Ooh.
What the hell is that? Hold on.
Ooh,
Silicon.
extra grip.
Silicon.
Yeah.
Does that mean that you can make a mess on it and it doesn't stain and it can easily wash?
It's a,
White
J-
clean.
it's a JML bum pad.
So if you shit yourself, it's easy
It's
to clean
really
it up.
bouncy. It's great. This is what I do. I sit in here all day and I just like for hours on end.
And that is definitely not going to get clipped and put out of context. No.
Oh, definitely not.
Good on him.
There is a reason I made him full screen then.
You can Tombi, you can get them at Morrison's.
We haven't got Morrison's because we're upper class here.
Look at the end of the whole thing.
The JML butt pillow. Yeah, mate, it's amazing. I've still got the old one. I've still got this one.
Yeah, it was too thick.
No, it's not too thick. I need it because I'm too
me.
bloody short otherwise.
Yeah,
Look at the height difference when I
Yeah,
sit.
That honeycomb one is the
Great.
Sitting on
Tombi
free
needs a
pillows
high
actually
chest.
the
Sit
honeycomb
high.
one is a poo. The honeycomb one is a poo
A poo
strainer.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
You fill the little sockets up before it goes through, so it sort of saves the seed pad mostly.
Greg's channeling his inner beehive, shitting in all of the
Filling it up with honey, with ass honey.
If you have a look at my chair, now my head's at the top of this chair.
Oh, there
and
you go.
When I take it out, it's like, bink. Jesus Christ. I'm that short.
Don't worry, folks. He's still got his butt plug in.
No, actually, Status borrowed it.
Ew!
Ah,
You need
yeah.
to
Well, I've
return-
never used
yeah.
it, so I lent it as a Status because he wanted to use it on Abe this weekend. It was really fancying just to push it in dry on Abe.
Oh, that's way
No,
too
sharing
small to
is
get
not-
pegged with. Come on.
Sharing
Yeah,
is not
that's
sharing when it comes to
disgusting.
apes.
Just wait until next week. Just wait until next week. You're going to see the videos. We're going to bring receipts, guys. We're going to bring receipts. Logical Spark! How you doing?
Damn it,
Fucking- Before we get demonetized, Logical Spark's in the chat. Thank you very much for joining. Adam Gray, good to see you. Good to see you. Let's keep on going. Who have we missed? Anybody so far? Galadorn.
Terra Crystal as well.
Catching up with chat, mate. I'm catching up with chat. Eventually, I will get to Terra. Weasel. I fought the bottle in the tequila one. Hail, everybody. Good to see you,
Have
mate.
you been playing too much Pirate Yakuza, Weasel? Is that what's happening?
Commander Classified as well. Good to see you. I hope everyone is doing well today. Yes, we are doing absolutely fantastic. Terra Crystal as well. There's Terra Crystal. Hey there, Smu. Good to see you. Terra Crystal Highlander. I am Jack's Unrelenting Madness. Good.
Yes.
Good. And you have like a million different alt accounts. And still one of my favorite alt accounts has got to be Penile Rice.
Penile Rice, yeah.
Penis Rice. Let's skip through. Highlander, good to see you though, mate. Good to see you. Let's catching up on chat. Boosh! We are wagging, my friend. We are wagging. Dropped into Boosh's channel earlier, but Boosh actually did join us for a round of Marvel Rivals last night. So we're going to have to get him onto the Marvel's Rivals slightly earlier next week so he can come and play with us. Was a good laugh. Was a good laugh. Who have we missed?
Sehr gut.
Keep on skipping through. Keep on skipping through. Got everyone so far. Now 25 minutes behind on the chat. And there he is.
Nerd Takes.
Nerd Takes.
Thanks.
How you doing, Nerd Takes? How's the missus doing? Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're all well. Looking forward to seeing you, mate. Anytime that you get home early enough and you want to jump on the channel, just jump in, mate. Just let me know and I'll send you the link.
Let's play Marvel Rivals with us.
Yes.
Marvel.
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 Pete, good to see you, mate. Grizzled Entertainment as well. If you see dead birds and bugs near those shoes, what was that in reference to?
The walk a mile in somebody's shoes.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah, definitely. Always walk a mile in someone's shoes and then steal their shoes. Bill Barkley. How you doing, Bill? It's good to see you, my friend. Crimson Shadow.
Shadow.
Need Jack to say is Shadow.
Shadow.
You're muted, mate.
Oh no, he's mooted.
Mooted. Don't walk towards
Shut
the
up.
Jack.
Thank you. Yay.
See, good to see you. Asmandias as well. I did read that in the past, reading Terry Pratchett Discworld novels to my little daughters makes it more interesting. Yeah, it does indeed. I don't think I ever read any of Terry Pratchett to the kids. I think they just picked them up on their own.
I remember my mom reading one to me when I was a kid, but that was like ages ago.
Yeah, it was never the done thing in our house, reading in general, and I certainly never had any of the parents read books to me.
Very true.
Eclectic Goat.
Goat.
I mean, I turned out all right. I'm fairly spasticated and very tismed up, but that's by the by.
Always the
But
tisms.
Goat, good to see you. Good to see you. I mean, I don't even read books now, so.
Well, you need to learn to read first.
Yeah, I mean,
True.
I don't need to learn to read when I can just get the audiobook or watch the movie.
It's overrated.
Yeah.
Just get the audiobooks, man. Have someone read it for you.
That's what my husband's for. He's really good at that.
Daylight. Over on Twitch, we still want Rumble Roses.
Yes.
They're still on screen.
Again,
It's still there.
They're still on screen. Wrestling.
I'm leaving it there.
Tombi aims to please the chat.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's
Daylight's been a friend of mine. He's a good friend of mine from real life. He's been trying to get me to play Rumble Roses for the last several years.
Yeah, good luck getting that monetized on YouTube.
I've left it in this position.
Damn.
Welcome, chat.
Anyway, for science reasons. For science reasons, of course.
Indeed.
Yes.
Always.
See, I'm here to entertain and inform. So here
Mate,
showed you guys
The
something.
more you know.
Yeah.
Edutainment. Mhm.
Oh, we need that. We need Jack's little blurb. The more you know.
Yes.
Jack's
The
disappeared again.
mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
By the way, blurb. I can't remember if blurb. Do we got blurbs? No, we haven't got blurbs because
No, I don't think so.
Rio, how
Rio.
you doing?
Rio.
Afternoon again, Yanni. Good to see you. Good to see you. Obviously, I'm just rattling through these. People are going to be on Yanni's channel, my channel, Smooth's channel, Twitch, Twitter, locals, Kick, Rumble. Fucking Jesus Christ. We are everywhere.
Bingo!
We are fucking everywhere. We're sucking up the
Spread out.
internet. Yeah, we're casting a wide net here, guys. We're casting a wide net. Andy Matthews, how you doing, brother? It's good to see you, my friend. Good to see you.
Good to see you, mate.
And Jonathan Stevie, hello all. Back from last break. Good to see you, mate.
Nice.
I did reach out to a big Red. So yeah, going to be arranging something in April to go on Big Red's channel.
Neat.
Talk polybolics, politics, all about the UK and how shit it is.
Well, I'm cautiously looking at the EU, and I'm like, I'm just collectively sighing at the moment.
No, I'm quite literally looking forward to escaping and moving to America.
Me too, mate. Me too.
The sooner it happens, the better.
Absolutely.
And Melly K of Melly Games.
Okay.
Gifts to Tommy membership, thank you very much indeed. And who is the lucky recipient, Sean Mount. Good to see you, Sean, and congratulations. But Melly K, thank you very much indeed. How did James's birthday go, by the
Yeah,
way?
happy belated birthday to James.
Yep, it was his birthday yesterday. Looked like a fun time.
Yep.
Let's keep on going down, but thank you very much indeed. And, the wife. So Destiny's Bears, hold on a minute, what the fuck? She says, even in all, lurking while baby shopping. Because
What's wrong with her baby?
You're shopping for a new baby.
Yeah, I didn't realize you could
I'm
just
the
buy
only
them
baby
now.
in the house at the minute, because this baby needs a cup of tea,
No,
by the
that-
way. Cough.
Just go to the baby
I thought she
changing
meant like.
station. Okay.
I thought she meant to like she was at a baby store or something where they sell babies.
Yeah, you
she
can go
probably
buy a
could-
baby.
She probably could go down to London and buy a baby. It does happen quite often. But Jacob, you were saying, sorry, sir?
She's at the baby changing station.
Could
Changing
be.
the nappies. Yeah.
She could be. So,
Changing the babies.
She's like, I don't like this one. Give me another one.
yeah,
Yeah, this is an
I want to
exchange.
swap this one. This one's shit. This one is already shitty.
Max.
So between me and the wife, we've got 8 kids and 12 grandkids. We've done all the baby shopping so far. Most of our babies are actually now 4 years upwards, thereabouts. So I believe that baby shopping is probably for baby nerd takes, because when we go across to America, the likelihood is baby nerd takes will be amongst us, and we get to meet little baby nerd takes. That'd be great. That'd be fantastic.
Exciting.
That would be fantastic. John, problematic white guy. How you doing, sir? That's good to see you.
Sale.
And there's Melly K herself. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hopefully you're all doing well. David Morris. Oh, bless your heart. You didn't need to do a super for that. For the massive
You
two
muppet.
Dib Dobs. Hi, everyone. You just said hello, and I would have just said hello.
Aw, thanks,
David,
David.
you can say hi for free. Just letting you know.
Yeah, bless
Oh,
your
thank
heart.
you for doing that.
Thank you very much indeed, David. It's much appreciated to see you.
Thank you.
And Melly K says, I love Rumble Roses. So fun. I'm kind of jealous that you all got to play this Rumble Roses stuff. And it's completely new to me, to be honest.
Is that
Let's
mud
just say-
wrestling?
That is mud wrestling.
Is that a
but,
DLC?
No,
No.
that's in game.
That's just
in-game.
in the
Before
game.
there was DLC.
Yeah.
so I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand what's going on with the boo bar on
Is
the
it on
left hand,
spectator
Yeah, me
mode?
too.
Yeah.
because it doesn't appear to be covered.
It is covered. It is very, very skin-colored bras. That's intentional, though. That's
Yep.
intentional. Trust me.
Mate, I'm kind of jealous that everybody got to play these games and I didn't even realize it existed.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was too busy playing
I
Quake.
didn't.
I was too busy playing World of Warcraft, probably.
That could be it, yeah.
But I mean, it certainly looks interesting. Oh yeah, definitely. Let's leave that one on
Let's
screen.
Talk about motorboating.
For science.
Yeah, to be fair, mechanically, it's like it was said earlier. It was made by the folks who used to do the WWE games. It's mechanically fine. It plays great, but that's not the reason anyone bought it.
Yeah,
Well,
everyone
They bought it for research purposes.
Exactly. I was working it for GameStop at the time. It was for research. Research.
Uncle Martin as well. Doesn't anyone know the correct term? It's for academic purposes.
Fap.
Yes. Fapinators.
Oh, I love it. That's great.
So Bill asked a question. So what does WTF stand for?
Depends.
What the fap?
What the? Yeah.
Watch them fuck? I don't know.
Fuck. No, it could actually be worse. It could be watch them fap. It's like, ooh.
True.
True. I think Jack's having issues. Does it keep on kicking you out, Jack?
Yeah, it's because you tend to have it set at such a high bit rate of output at like 4K, fucking 1080p, fucking 6 million fucking
8K
frames a second.
8K video.
6.25 gigawatts. Yeah.
Watch this. When it hits 88 miles an hour, you're going to see some serious shit.
Streamed in pure OLED.
Just do me a favor, Jack. Don't walk towards the light when it starts glowing again. Yeah.
I do appreciate that we have 8K video since I have an 8K TV. You know, I just
Oh, hey, check that out.
Fucking show off. Now I'm going to have to get one. Hold on. 2 seconds.
Don't encourage him, Enigma.
Just get Tam to put it on the list.
That's what I'm doing.
Exactly. There's a reason for that, Asmandias. I barely move, so no one knows that I'm freezing.
That's true, though. I've just put the order in. But Magitech Mags is in the chat. Mags is in. And I am so looking forward to the trip over to America. Get to see Mags. Get to
Oh, that'll be great.
Yep. Gonna go see the lovely Mags.
Your request was denied, by the way, Tombi.
Well, I haven't read it, so until I read it, it's not true. So Farron, happy Wednesday, happy Hump Day, Farron.
See you, mate.
Yeah, my friend. See ya. And I think we're pretty much caught up with the chat. We're just 2 minutes behind. I'm going to skip over any of Destiny Bear's. I don't know why. I'm just skipping over that. And Bill Barkley, Tombi, which is the most recent message. Tombi, will Tim Russ comb the desert again in a Space Wars sequel? We ain't found shit.
He's going to comb the internet with his massive comb.
Yeah,
With his massive comb.
Yes, whilst he's constantly dying of TDS.
Yeah.
Like, he is so deranged on X, it's unbelievable.
Sometimes it's good to not follow your favorite actors on Twitter. That's all I'm saying.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I mean, at some point, everybody will just understand that actors are fairly retarded.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good shot.
Yeah.
Professional pretenders.
Oh, Jack, if you rearrange yourself ever so slightly, you could be the top half of that booba.
Oh, there you go.
How is he shrinking?
Green.
I've always
shrinking.
wanted boobs.
I've no idea how he's.
I want to
need to
say that that's going to be a challenging wank.
that way.
But
That is a challenging wank.
Hold on.
You know very well, Greg, that I sit on a commode.
That's better.
And so I'm actually now standing in the commode.
It works better with Greg.
Well, that's it. I don't want to play Rumble Roses anymore.
I am already.
Denied.
Hold on.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Wrong one.
That's a challenging wank.
Oof. So yes, Greg, you are the challenging wank for the week.
Oh, good.
Yes.
new segment.
No. In the words of the great Vegeta, you ruined it, and I'm leaving.
You ruined it.
Not wrong. Measurable, and my day is ruined.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yes.
I can't believe that guy still makes videos.
said, if you find yourself in BC, Canada, let me know. I live in Salt Spring Island on a 95-acre farm, and you're more than welcome to stay here. It's a beautiful
95 acres.
Oh, that's
I would
lovely.
love it. So for Commander Classified's information, me and the wife are looking for about 100 acres down in Tennessee, because that's obviously where we've got our mine set currently. But obviously, once we're across on America, it's much easier to go around and visit Canada and America anyway. So
Papers, please.
Papers.
That's a game I still need to play again. It's been a while.
Tombi, have we missed any member messages there?
Member message.
Highlander seems to think we've skipped over his.
Yeah, he did submit a
there's
super chat earlier.
If you go on the fan funding, you can see it.
Oh.
It got buried somehow.
Hold on a minute. Super chat wise, I can see Melikay with gifted membership, which went to Sean's, and I can see 2 Dibtobs go across onto David.
I think it was a member milestone chat, maybe.
It's a member milestone.
Yeah, member for 9 months. It was at the very beginning of the stream.
That was very early on. Maybe that's why it wasn't picked up.
Whose message was it?
Highlander.
Highlander. And Crimson also sent one.
Yeah, because it hasn't come up, and I can't see it easily on here.
Well, Highlander says, member for 9 months. If you removed everything from the Air and Space Museum, it would still be an Air and Space Museum. Howdy Muppets, R.I.P. Michelle Trachtenberg.
Yeah.
Thank you for the... Oh, thank you so much, Highlander.
Yeah, that was something.
Well, strange, because it's not even highlighting to say it's a full-on message. It's kind of like integrated it into the actual text, which is why it's not come up. So yeah, 9 months of membership. Thank you very much indeed, sir.
That's a chat baby.
Yeah, that is a chat baby. But rest in peace, Michel Trachtenberg. Yep. Obviously, there's rumours flying around that it is false, but I don't think it's going to be. Not if you've looked at the images.
No, it's been
so
in
many
too
outlets confirmed it too. So.
Yeah, too many news outlets.
Too many news outlets. Who was the other person with the member message? So
Crimson.
Let's have a look.
13 months.
There it is. Found it.
Another sergeant.
Crimson Shadow. Shadow celebrates 30 months of membership. Here's to another month, Muppets.
Yes, sir.
Just want to make sure.
Muppets.
Just want to make sure that is the case. Yeah, apologies, Highlander. It didn't come up in terms of it didn't star it or anything in the chat, so I didn't see it. My apologies, my friend. It's not deliberate. It certainly wasn't deliberate. So let's for a solid 58 minutes. That is the intros now complete. So yes, right.
Achievement unlocked.
There we go.
Is that the achievement unlocked because that's the fastest we've ever done it?
Probably.
Not the fastest we've ever done it, but we beat the allegations of always taking an hour.
Yeah.
Only 58 minutes.
Oh
There you
yeah,
go.
that's a
We're
good
getting
point.
better.
So Magitate Mags. Yay, I'm
blueberry
excited
muffins.
to see you all. I'll be sure to bake some blueberry muffins. I love muff. I really do.
So
You know,
That sounds cool.
eating muff is probably one of my favourite things. Anyway. Rick's just saying Jack is staring up at the boobas.
We all are.
If he puts his hands up,
I'm going to get a nasty surprise.
yeah.
Get off!
Oh, he's elbow deep.
He forgot the olive oil.
Greg says wrong hole.
Fortunately, I had my salt plug in the way, so he couldn't get in.
I wasn't trying to get up your bumhole. I was trying to pull on the cord. Do you get what I mean? Pull on the old choo-choo.
Nasty bitch.
She is no. Hold on a minute. This is naughty because she is definitely wobbled out of that top.
Oh yeah.
She's flapped out of it 100%.
Perfectly professional.
Yes.
Yes.
When your tits are on your shoulders, you know you've fallen out your bra.
Well, that's how you know you're a regimental soldier.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love you guys so much. Holy
This game looks fucking amazing. I think I'm
It's
going to have
great.
to download it. Obviously, I'm going to have to play it when Tam's not around for reasons.
Make
Just
it
wait
members
till she
only.
goes to sleep.
In about 5 minutes then.
She'll never know.
Hopefully she's not still awake and watching downstairs because she'll probably...
She's going to come in and
She's
clobber you
going
with
to come in and
assault
pour a
later.
cup of tea over your head in a minute.
She's
She's coming in now.
throw
Door's
something.
moving.
Get your
But-
fucking ass out of me face.
It does mean that she's made me a cup of tea. So win-win. Win-win.
So I
Right.
used to have this guy who used to work for me, and we all exchanged gifts up at the store, and I gave him a box set of an anime called Desert Punk.
Yes.
And anyone who knows about that,
Yes.
he's like, "Oh, this is good! I can't wait to watch this." I said, "Yeah, don't watch it when your wife's around."
Well, depends. If his wife is cultured, she will appreciate. If not, not a good idea.
Get him. Get him.
Hold on. Appreciates Desert Punk.
Yes.
The ladies are kind of big built. Let's put it that way. Anyway,
Oh yeah, they're pretty stacked. Yeah.
fairly stacked is an understatement. So let's have a look at some of the stuff that's happening in the news.
Lose window
So
privilege.
let's have a look at some of this stuff and get some thoughts and feelings. And especially for Jacob, I'd really love to have some insight in what you think about this first one. I still don't believe it until it happens. But share this tab. Let's get this on screen. Disney's Star Wars succession problem. Who will replace Kathleen Kennedy? Favreau, Filoni, Feige. Here's what the insiders are saying about who will and who should become Disney's new Star Wars emperor. There is no credible alternative, which is absolute crock of shit because a fucking dried up turd left on the sidewalk could be a better replacement than bloody Kathleen Kennedy.
The fucking janitor.
Yeah.
I fucking hope it's not going to be Dave Filoni.
No.
No,
Yeah, me too. That,
Are you getting in trouble, Tombi?
Well,
because that would mean that
Kevin
his,
Feige either.
Nah.
if Dave Filoni gets it, then his wife's going to be in charge, and she's an absolute bitch.
No.
Yeah, she's a
She's
cunt and a
more
half.
than yeah, exactly, Yanni. I didn't want to say it, but I'm glad you said it.
I'll say it. She thinks she's all witch and shit. That woman can get fucked.
Yeah.
She also says that abortions aren't a bad thing. Just saying.
Yeah, get fucked, lady.
She also
So
worships Lucifer.
I need to know how she still has a job.
Kathleen Kennedy?
Yeah.
Well, because she has dirt on people. I guarantee
has
fucking
to
to
be.
you. I
Yeah.
guarantee fucking to
Yeah,
you she has dirt
probably.
on people.
It's
She
the only
hasn't-
way.
Killed Star Wars. She has burnt down every IP Lucasfilm owns.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 And that's with a smile on her face as well. She
Yes.
is torn apart
Yeah.
every single. If you look at all of the IPs, certainly most people on this chat are above the age of 30. So we would have grown up with the original IPs, with the original actors, and we will all have soft spots in our hearts for those IPs. We love them dearly. We would fight to the end of time to make sure they never change. But unfortunately, as soon as Lucasfilm sold out to Disney, we knew that there was certainly going to be writing on the wall. And not.
I mean, I
a
was
single-
optimistic about it when they sold.
As was I.
See,
First, I was
wasn't.
two.
Yeah,
I
so was
wasn't.
I.
You've just got to look at. Yeah, go for it, Jacob.
I kind of felt halfway when I heard that, like, oh, that might give us some good stuff. Then I thought, well, Disney likes to take IPs and change them to fit their brand.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was kind of half and half with it.
I
Just
started
imagine
losing
having
faith when. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry. No.
No. Go ahead, Enigma.
I said, just imagine how petty or idiotic you have to be to sit there and go, okay, we're about to kill Indiana Jones. We've killed Star Wars. Willow. Okay, what's Willow? We haven't killed that.
We haven't killed that yet. Yeah.
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 In fact, let's not tell her that
I haven't heard of that
LucasArts
movie. Let's
has
mess that up.
IPs. Otherwise, she's going to screw up Monkey Island and Grim Fandango
Well,
and
she-
all the other
Don't,
stuff.
They
don't
already
get me
closed-
started.
LucasArts gaming studio, didn't they? I mean, that was
They
one of the
closed
first
it.
things that went.
They
They
closed
closed
that
it down
really early.
and then
It's
they
like-
reopened it.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
like, hey, look at this IP. It's got a cool lead male character. Let's mess that up. That'll be fun.
Well, some people think that all of this has been deliberate, don't they? Because Spielberg and Lucas have publicly slagged her off in the past.
Yeah. But I think irrespective of whether or not Spielberg and Lucas have slagged her off, which she 100% deserved because she is fucking atrocious at her job.
Yeah, she's useless.
This is more across the board. If you look at every male-led IP, irrespective of whether Disney owns it or not, they have systematically destroyed everything over the last 10 years.
Yep.
You look at Star Trek to Star Wars to Indiana Jones. Any male-led IP has been destroyed to such a state. Quantum Leap, again. There's so many examples where you would have gone back 20 years, even back to the 80s, where you're watching these IPs. Everybody loved them. Everybody enjoyed them. There was no political agenda with them. It didn't matter that the lead was freaking male or otherwise. Even the female-led TV programs, everybody loved and everybody adored. If they stayed with that same recipe, the same process to build those TV programs and build those IPs, they would have had massive successes. But they wanted to subvert those old ideas that men are men and women are women. No, women are now the men, and women are also better than men in every shape or form. Like Kathleen Kennedy with this whole fucking fade in the force is female, that just painted the writing on the wall at that stage.
Yep.
And then it's such bullshit because they want to say that women are better than men, but only if women behave like men. So you're only good as a woman if you behave like a man is kind of expected to in these different situations. But if you do actually feminine qualities, well, then you're shit as a woman and you don't count and push you away and fuck you.
Well, think of the mental gymnastics here. So we start out with male leads, and then we go, okay, well, the ladies are better. Then the ladies take on masculine qualities, but then we also say, well, men can also be women.
Yes.
So then we've got a next layer of men who are women who are better than men, and that just seems to me like failing to cast a male lead with extra steps.
Yes.
I mean, just look at Star Wars Outlaws, right? Kay Vess or whatever Kay Vess or whatever her name was. She walked like a man and she acted like a man. And
the game was so shit. The thing is, it fucking bugged out so many times. There was no chance of actually ever discovering whether she was actually a chick.
Yeah, exactly. And the problem is, like, you have so many. We subverted the gender roles over the years. Like, we don't have damsels in distress anymore. We have manzels in distress now. And all the men are acting like women are being fucking cowards. Instead of protecting the woman, they're like, cowering behind a woman like Brie Larson in the Marvels. This is not reality.
No, not at all.
Jack, you were going to say?
Yeah, so I was going to say, well, just to sort of touch upon what Smu was saying there, that was the goal, in my opinion, was to completely, it's this whole sort of, World Economic Forum, fucking, change the entire world, topsy-turvy. And what's the main medium that people go to? TV and movies. You can't really do it much in music, do you know what I mean? Because you've always had top female music stars, you've always had top male music stars. You can't really do it with that. But with movies and TV, you can turn the entire world on its head. And when you combine that with constant propaganda in news and other forms of media like that, you can, like you say, subvert the entire narrative of which society or modern Western society is built. They called it toxic masculinity. It wasn't toxic masculinity at all. It was just masculinity. You could have called all the fucking bad female traits toxic femininity, but no, we didn't call it that. We called it empowerment. Instead, so it's like all the things that the guys were doing, they were bad, and all the bad things that the women were doing, they were great. And so we turned the entire fucking world on its head just so that we could subvert the consciousness of everybody in modern Western society. So you break it down so you can rebuild it all back up in the image that you want it to be in. And realistically, we just need to go back to the way it was, like there's nothing wrong with having, like, for example, what's a face who plays the female Mandalorian, Bo-Katan. That's her name. There you go. She was in another sci-fi show. What was it called?
Battlestar Galactica.
Was it Battlestar Galactica or was it a different one?
It was Battlestar, yeah.
Okay, so but she was like a side character. She wasn't the main character, but she was still a strong woman character. She was still a strong female character in that. Ellen Ripley. Everyone loved Ellen Ripley in exactly. Ellen Ripley, she was a strong female character in the entire fucking movie series of Alien. We didn't need to, we didn't need to turn the world on its head. It just goes to show that everything that they've done is on purpose to break society down and to rebuild it back up in the image that they want.
Well, Starbuck is an excellent example as well, though, because that's an instance in which the character was actually gender swapped as well.
Yes,
but
she was.
Despite people's initial objection, they didn't mind it because it was a well-written show.
Yeah, exactly.
And
she was good at acting.
It was well written, and the thing is, even though obviously they changed Starbuck from male to female, it wasn't the point of the program. It wasn't made as we've done this, we're the best, and thrust her into every single scenario. No, she played Starbuck. So any opportunity within Battlestar Galactica, she played that role. It wasn't thrown in your face that, oh, look at Starbuck, she's female and she's kicking ass and whatever. No, she just played that character.
Yeah,
whereas every opportunity since, looking at all of the IPs, freaking Star Wars with Rey, she basically outdid Jedis and people with training, with no training whatsoever, was the perfect Mary freaking Sue.
Yeah, the classic Mary Sue.
Was instantly better than all of the males combined.
Strange that.
And was still a Palpatine.
Yep.
At the end of the day.
What's your name? What's your name?
Ray Skywalker. Fuck off, cunt.
Yep.
Just so you know, folks, that wasn't me talking there.
Could have sworn it was, though, Abe. Quit lying.
To me, it just shows the lack of creativity in modern day entertainment. They can't do anything new, and so they have to screw up something that came before it. And then when you ask them, well, what's the point of doing this? And they go, well, it's because we're trying to introduce a new audience to this. And it's like, okay, well, that's great, but if it's, then why are you changing it? You know, why do you feel like you have to change? If it worked, like 20 years ago, like He-Man. He-Man is a great example. What Netflix and Kevin Smith did with He-Man, where He-Man wasn't even in his own fucking show. Yeah, and it's like, how stupid do you people have to be? Hey, this is a love letter to everyone who used to watch the old TV show. Well, obviously not, because none of it has anything to do with the old TV show.
Yeah.
If love letter means a big fuck you, then that's what it is. But unfortunately, the other to touch on that as well, though, they're completely so. Like, we're in a new age, right? We've got a new audience, and we need to change the entire IP to fit this new audience, right? Whereas the old IP was perfectly fine to show to the new audience, but the new audience is the people like, all the fucking, the Transformers, they're the ones who were, like empowerment of women and all this kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's like, well, if we didn't have a different type of audience, then we wouldn't need a different type of show. So it just goes to prove yet again. And a lot of it, so talking about, like all the female empowerment and all that kind of stuff. Hollywood and TV, it's dominated by toxic males, and so we need like more female writers and we need more gay writers. And all that did was make the writers and the producers less qualified, because you're putting all these less qualified people in rather than, you're basing it on identity rather than on merit. Yeah, and then you get a whole bunch of self-inserting as well, like that fucking Mindy bitch and being what was it?
God,
Oh, don't even get me started. What
Velma
was it?
Velma.
There we go, Velma. Yeah,
but the most spiteful TV show I've watched in years.
So I've got a point to make about that, and everything you said there is completely correct to a point, in my view. And the reason why I'm going to explain it this way. I would actually say back in the original days of the IP coming out, you still had Transformers and ladies that like to be men and men that like to be ladies. But the target demographic for the IP was everybody.
Yes.
It didn't matter whether you were fucking gay, bisexual, black, yellow, green, or otherwise. It really didn't matter because the program, the IP
Shout
was
out to my green
created
peeps.
for everybody to enjoy. Now, what's happened since this new wave of bullshittery over the last 10 years, they've purposely said, we don't care about the wider audience, even though that's where we're going to make money. We want to target just this niche of people because we need to feel that they need to be included. They were always included because it's a fucking sci-fi program that has no basis of UK, American, world politics and world ideology. It's a fucking space program. It's fucking fantasy. It's what was the game that had the fucking zipper tits? Fairly recently. Veilguard. And I turned around and said, what fucking planet do we have a game where you're putting zipper tits in?
Oh
because
my God.
it's a fantasy environment where people, if they're born the wrong freaking sex, they take a magic fucking potion, they go to see a fucking magician, and they get fucking transformed. We see transformation happening in things like The Witcher. Yeah, there's some sacrifices there to be made, but ugly bitches are made fucking beautiful. We saw it in The Witcher.
Mary Jane.
It's a fantasy environment. It's a fantasy IP where anything is possible.
Imagine that. Imagine that in a world in which you can resurrect the dead, right? You can change your appearance with a spell.
Yep.
And you choose to walk around with a scar to make a statement?
Exactly. Yeah. And this is my whole point with it, because now you've got this whole scenario where all of our IPs have been subverted to cater for a small audience that literally do not give a shit about, I would say, probably less than 10% of that audience that they're targeting will actually watch it.
Most fuckers don't even fucking buy or support.
Yeah,
they don't support it at all.
Are actually interested, and the rest of them are either going to be shills or just not interested at all because it's not their fucking cup of tea in the first place. Great. Put the fucking program back in the hands of the demographic that actually will pay to watch it. And guess what? What will happen then? They'll start making money. People will start enjoying the programs again.
I mean,
let's look at Marvel Rivals.
Yep, best example.
Well, don't look at the fucking dev team, though.
Do you remember the film The Dream Warriors?
Yes.
You know, the Freddy Krueger movie, The Dream Warriors. Yeah. There's a kid in that. He's in a wheelchair and he likes Dungeons and Dragons, right? And when he goes into the dream world, he no longer has his wheelchair. Because
he's not playing 5th edition, 5.5 edition. They've got rules. They have introduced rules for combat wheelchairs. I'm not kidding. In Dungeons and Dragons.
No, I appreciate that, but the point that I'm trying to make is that he was able to dream that he was more because it was a fantasy world, in which he could be fucking anything he wants. And admittedly, if you want to be a fucking tranny demon with zipper tits, then you can fucking go ahead and do that if you want to, right? But that's not going to draw in the fucking target audience that you want that's going to spend money on your craft.
You can't get much more niche and less heroic. So,
exactly, though. I mean, that's the point, isn't it? Is that, you know, if you are a trans person and you're playing a fantasy, you would want to be the very thing that you're trying to be, right?
booties.
Yes.
Hopefully the quality is good enough. But yes, we got baby booties done.
They're cute.
But do you guys remember
you.
when Doctor Who was brought back and they made Davros not sit in a wheelchair because they didn't want to associate disability
So
with evil?
stupid. That was so stupid.
He wasn't disabled. Darn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if it was. Like, what the fuck?
That's Russell T Davies. I'm quoting Russell T Davies here. He didn't want the producers didn't want to associate disability with evil.
See what next?
What was Jacob gonna say? Because we've stepped on him a couple of times. Jacob, you were gonna say something. You were gonna make a point, but you've been stepped on a couple of times.
Oh no, no, I wouldn't. I was just agreeing with people.
Oh, okay.
No, I think
yeah,
go for it.
Make it him. Oh, he wasn't in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
If he's transhumanist, if you want to call it that, but he's not in a wheelchair. It was so stupid.
Yeah, exactly. He was the first test subject in his experiments. He performed the experiments on himself, and that's why he ended up looking that way. And then he merged himself with technology. He's kind of like Borg. And then he took it to the next level with the creation of the Daleks.
Yeah,
he's not disabled.
Yeah,
I mean,
that goes to show you that Russell T Davies didn't even understand the material he was working with.
Yeah,
disabled or retarded.
That guy's shit.
Well, the modern audience doesn't exist. That's the whole thing. This mythical audience out there that they're chasing is just not there because they either A, don't buy anything and they pirate everything that they ever watch, or B, have no interest in what it is anyway. They're just doing it to stir up shit.
Do you guys remember when these shills came out for these influences when Rings of Power came out and they were like, oh, we're going to watch it day one. And then one of the chicks was asked in a live stream like, hey, have you watched Rings of Power yet? No, I'm watching House of the Dragon instead. And I'm like,
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump into a couple of little things, but I just want to highlight Fat Steven with the 2 Canadian dib-dobs for the Tombi toupee fund. Mate, there's absolutely no chance of me ever getting a toupee. I look too goddamn sexy with a bald head, mate. Plus, Tam loves rubbing her head on my stubbly bits. Trust me. Anyway,
that's what she tells you.
Well, I kind of make that up in my head because I know from girls that she hates the stubble, but hey ho, and Fat Steven again for 2 Canadian dib-dobs again. The Doctor will now fly around in the retardis. Well, definitely.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Everybody never go full retard.
Never go full retard.
It's smaller on the inside than it is on the outside.
Basically.
Aren't they shelving Doctor Who?
Yeah,
I hope so.
Apparently, that was false information according to the Beeb.
Well, the BBC will.
Yeah.
Well, the BBC can get fucked anyway.
False information is the only kind the BBC deal in.
Yeah.
There's
the guy
like,
pissing in the background.
Yeah, there's nothing like a Rings of Power on the right.
Yeah.
You know,
that's fucking beautiful.
Up until the point somebody pointed that out to me, I didn't even realize the guy was standing there.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, this is the Rings of Power?
Yep.
And a dude's
That was
it's not it's not actually in the films.
This
was the fan event they did to launch it.
It was
the
premiere
fake fan event.
And the fans, or should we let's rephrase it as the shills and the fans who didn't actually understand anything about fucking Tolkien. My girl Galadriel.
My good girl.
So fucking
Queen Slay.
Yeah. I can change.
You have not seen what I have seen.
Oh, God, don't remind me.
And fucking Sauron.
Yeah, Sauron, soy boy.
I remember asking people one time when it was first coming out. I said, "Can anyone point to anywhere in the text where Tolkien referred to? Can I get a Tolkien expert? I think it was on Facebook to tell me when Tolkien said that Galadriel was a warrior princess at some point." And this guy chimed in and he goes, "Well, I'm a Tolkien expert. He never wrote it, but he didn't write it. He didn't not write it either."
Oh God!
So it's fan fiction.
Yeah,
that's the usual freaking. That's where they normally go.
When in the book, when in the book Galadriel is more powerful than any warrior.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And all of this is glazed over. But the thing is because they're using this false, disingenuous argument that because he specifically didn't write that she wasn't, doesn't mean that we can't interpret her as such. This comes back to the same issues with Assassin's Creed Shadows. And they're trying to spin the fucking narrative that, George Floyd was a bloody samurai. When we know he wasn't. He's a fucking retainer at best.
I'm waiting for the George Floyd mod when the game officially releases.
Oh yeah,
but there's one key difference though, because they can use the argument for Galadriel and be like, yeah, but he didn't write that she wasn't a warrior. When we look at fucking Yasuke from Zimbabwe, he never has the fucking honorary title because every foreigner that is a recipient of the honorary warrior title of a samurai is documented. Starting 1300. Yasuke from Zimbabwe came to the fucking Japan 1500, so he would have been documented, and he isn't. Therefore, he wasn't. So get fucked.
I'm just thinking now that if there's a George Floyd mod for that game,
there will be.
there will be. It's gonna run out of stamina instantly.
He can't breathe. It's going to be even funnier than that. So,
how stupid do the assassins have to be to go? Okay, we need to have some assassins in Japan. This is really big important. We need someone who can really blend in and look like everybody else. And let's get the big black dude.
Wait, Enigma. Enigma. It's even dumber because he isn't the assassin.
No.
He is he is the main character, or one of the main characters in the game, and he isn't the assassin. And neither is the fucking Kunoichi.
Yep.
Neither of them are the assassin. Neither of those two are the assassin of the Assassin's Creed story, but they are the playable characters. Make it make sense.
So you're not playing as an assassin in an Assassin's Creed game.
Correct.
Basically.
Jack, you were going to say?
I just wanted to go back to what we were talking about with Galadriel and the way that she was written, and to touch upon what Jacob said. Yes, they can make the argument of, Tolkien didn't write that she wasn't a warrior princess. No, he specifically wrote what Jacob said, that she was more powerful than any warrior, but she was also this gentle, angelic fucking elf creature. Do you know what I mean? Right. She wasn't a warrior princess. That's how she was fucking written, as not a warrior princess. Yep. She was written as an all-powerful, godlike elf creature.
Angelic-like being.
And she was a leader. She was a leader. You don't go put your leader out in the front lines, get killed.
I hate this headcanon angle. I hate this headcanon angle that new writers seem to be going, they didn't specifically write that they weren't. Yes, no, because they wrote them specifically to be a certain way. And what you're doing is adding on to that. You're tacking onto it with all of your fucking headcanon. And it completely subverts the character that they were.
Just going to highlight this. 2 seconds, guys. Just going to interrupt you. Fat Stephen again for the 2 Canadian did jobs. Xena was the protector of the Dragonborn and Ring. That she was.
Tombi stole my joke that I was about to make. But
which one? About
blending in the shadows.
Yeah, I mean, he's the perfect shade to blend into the shadows for reasons.
Oh, I've got a quick question for our resident Japan expert, Hanayama. During the Sengoku Jidai period, was fentanyl a thing in Japan?
And no, and neither were watermelons and KFC. So he's gonna.
Well, guess what? They're gonna be now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I already expect, because we already saw the watermelon, so I expect a cutscene with him eating fried chicken, and I expect a fucking meth lab.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, if these mods come into existence, I will play the game.
I was about to say, like, who
Hands
here
up,
is
don't
going to
slide.
play for what level of super chat?
Yeah,
I will play it to shit all over it.
No.
Yeah.
I need to play
No,
Yasuke
so-
Simulator.
No, see, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. After they made the Imperial Tomb raidable, because we know from the gameplay leaks that you can enter and raid the Imperial family's tomb and just completely desecrate and raid it. At this point, I'm like, no. For no money at all, like for not every penny in the known universe, nobody should play this game. Like not even the proverbial just buy it for like fucking 10 cents of fallen off a truck.com. Nobody. Ignore it and let it die the pathetic and shameful death it deserves, and shit down Ubisoft's neck for being completely retarded fuckheads.
Let's make Ubisoft commit seppuku.
Yeah, Fat
Yeah,
Steven, I've got that as a link, so we will touch on that. But I find it's funny. I just wanted to bring this up. Obviously, the Yasuke Simulator,
yes,
which I 100% am going to be streamed the day before.
Yeah, play that one
way more
instead.
fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
And just remember, people, more historically accurate.
Yes.
You guys know what to do. Go wishlist.
So I'm gonna pull it on a little bit.
Fucking brilliant, mate.
I want to find the bit where he finds freaking guns and starts.
Feudal Japan has cars and machine guns, right?
Fucking insane.
Yep.
Fucking 50 cal and shit.
Yeah, this game looks absolutely phenomenal. This game is probably going to make more than Ass Creed ever will.
Oh,
yes.
for sure.
Controlled by the Takeda clan.
It'll probably cost a fraction of what Shadows did.
Let's just put it into this context. In the feudal Japan had as many cars as it had black samurai.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I just looked at the pricing in Brazil because their currency is a bit more fucked than ours. The game is only worth 54 quid in Brazil.
Which
that's
one?
for the base Shadows.
That's
that's for the base.
Oh, right. I was going to say
that's for the base edition of the game.
Yep.
Oh.
And for ass in Creed.
I wanted to look at the Argentinian one because the Argentinian currency is not doing so hot at the moment.
It's actually going up.
It's 160,000 Argentinian dollars. Jeez.
Now do Zimbabwe.
2 seconds. I just want to watch this. So Jacob just sent me that. Oh, fuck off, Steam. Piss off, bastard.
Electrical overload.
I can fix that.
This hyperdrive blows are going to be pieces of us in 3 different systems. What'd you do?
I bypassed the compressor.
That is how the movie should have gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was chef's kiss.
That's
Disney sequel trilogy done. Easy.
Mate,
Yeah.
the funny thing is that that's totally believable as well. Because I mean, she just yanks that shit, and what's going on with the screen?
I don't know.
It's being gay.
It's being gay.
You got offended by
Ray's touching the controls, apparently.
Yeah.
Someone's getting upset. Yeah, go for it.
So I just checked the pricing for Argentinian pesos. It is like 40,000 Argentinian pesos, and that's like under $40. That's the cheapest copy of Assassin's Creed Shadows you can get if you were to buy the game.
Even if it was free, it would be too much.
Yep.
Something
not
tells me
playing
we're
Dragon
going to
Age
see it on
Development
PlayStation Plus free games in a couple of months.
Yeah, give it a Christmas. We will probably get it as a free game for Christmas. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
I'm actually going
I've got Xbox Game Pass, so I mean, I'm
Yes.
pretty sure it'll be on that.
Yeah, Game Pass.
Game Pass.
Just to bring us back a little bit to the original article of Who Will Succeed, KK.
Yeah, I was going to put it back up, mate.
Grizzled Entertainment suggested Jon Favreau. What do we think about that?
If it was Marbles, yes. I'll trust him. The thing, no, actually, I'll take a step back. Marvels or Star Wars, give him control of it, it'll be fine. It'll go back to where it should be.
Mm-hmm.
It'll go back to where
I personally think that George Floyd should take her place because he's dead.
You mean George Floyd gaming?
Jack, you have to emphasize that you want him to act as the spokesperson because we all know he can speak.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's George Floyd gaming now, so
he is George Floyd gaming.
Help! I can't breathe.
Dead.
Again, that was not me.
Yeah, their mission statement. Their mission statement would be, "What would George Floyd do?"
Not a lot.
The bracelets and everything. Yeah.
You know,
I mean, that's just GTA 5, isn't it?
That's
Disney. I have a challenge for you.
Oh my God.
Cast Mark Ruffalo, give him blackface, and cast him as George Floyd. I double dare you.
Yes.
I double fucking dare you.
Well, you know, GTA 6 is the game they're all waiting to see about pricing for.
$100.
Oh.
They're going to push the $100 price.
Minimum.
A lot of the publishers are trying to get them to go to $100 price tag for that game because if they do it,
everybody
else can do it.
And people are stupid enough to buy it at full price too. That's the problem.
They're trying to set
people were stupid enough to see that the Grand Theft Auto 2 or 6 trailer 2 was announced supposedly to release on February 30th, and they all believed it. So I mean, who the hell-
yeah, exactly. I mean, because there's so many days in this month, isn't there? Fucking retards. They believe anything. They believe anything.
Interestingly enough, my brother was born on the 29th of February because he was an awkward bastard.
I was wondering where this is going. I was like,
so the rest of us
is he
are
like 6 years old?
Yeah, I was going to say the rest of us are in our 40s, and he is now still 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rick,
It did mean that every 4 years we'd have a fucking huge party though.
Oh, I bet you loved that growing
4
up.
years worth of catching up.
Better question: what drug wouldn't George Floyd do? Oxygen.
Oxygen. Yeah.
It was just
caffeine.
Stop reading my fucking mind.
I understand the feeling. I understand.
Jesus, I think we almost killed Greg then.
Yeah, I didn't think of that myself. That was a good one.
That's great. You guys are amazing.
Oh my god!
But yeah, to go back to the topic real quick, Jon Favreau, I would prefer to see a Marvel instead of Lucasfilm, to be honest. But at the same time, do I want to see Jon Favreau related with anything Disney at the moment? Not really. No.
I just want to see it all burn to the ground. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
I want them to shelf Star Wars for 5 years at the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Yes. Leave it the fuck alone. I've been saying this since fucking Solo was announced to come out. I don't want any of it to win. I don't want any of it to be a success. I want it all to fucking burn to the ground. Leave the IP alone. Leave all the IPs alone. Just fuck off.
Well, you gotta tell Disney no at some point.
Enigma, go ahead.
I used to know some folks that used to work for Funimation, which is now Crunchyroll. And they're down in Dallas, is where they're based out of. Well, there was a company based out of Houston called ADV. They were an anime localizer here in the States, and it just so happened that they got their hands on this little anime called Neon Genesis Evangelion. And they're the ones who localized it here, and they had it out here, and I bought it on tape. I bought it on DVD when it came out because it's a good anime. It really is.
It is.
And I was really into it, and all of a sudden, I realized that they were going out of business. And why were they going out of business? Because they had spent a whole bunch of money on a lot of different IPs that they didn't ever even watch. Like we were talking about Devil May Cry earlier, they did that. But when I was talking to a friend of mine who was a brand manager for Funimation, he said they never let Evangelion breathe. They never took it off the shelves. It was always there. There was always this box set there that came with a jacket or it had platinum on it or whatever. You got to take it off the shelf and let it breathe and then make people hungry for it again, which is what Disney used to do.
Yeah, with the Vault. They used to do that with the
Yes,
Vault.
exactly.
You make people hungry for it. It comes out. You buy that. Oh, God, I love freaking Peter Pan. I can't wait for it. Here, it's out. And now it's everywhere, and it's lost all of its meaning. It's nothing.
Yeah. And the other thing as well that Disney really fucking need to learn real quick, stop making live action reboots of your fucking
God.
classic cartoons.
Yes.
Please.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
No.
Look, Smu's got the box set. Throw it up.
Ah!
2 seconds. I'm going to blow him up.
There you go.
Oh, it's
This
so beautiful.
this includes the TV
Sweet.
show, the Evangelion movie Death True, and the end of Evangelion. With subtitles.
Hey, so it's only missing 3 movies and 2 OVAs. Nice.
This is the
Beautiful.
this also includes the original German dub, which is kind of funny.
Oh wow!
I'm only watching it in Japanese anyway, so fuck it.
German dubbing of anything.
I remember watching Maleficent, the first one in the theaters. I was dating a young lady at that point who wanted to see that, and I'm watching it with Angelina Jolie, and it gets the part where spoilers, everybody, that Sleeping Beauty isn't woken up by Prince Charming's kiss. It's the kiss from Maleficent, and I went, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Fuck that.
Yeah.
It's just, what the hell? If you're gonna tell the story, tell the effing story. And they
Yeah,
did
exactly.
Exactly.
Stop sucking massive fucking donkey cock and
Toasty.
tell a proper fucking story. Toasty.
Nah, but Disney's gonna do Disney. Like they're gonna release fucking the Snow White remake. It's gonna lose like hashtag all of the money.
All of them.
And then they're gonna make the Tangled remake and gonna make Rapunzel bald.
Why would you remake that?
No, I mean they already announced it, and watch, they're gonna make Rapunzel bald for some reason. Like you
They'll give her alopecia. Someone will tug at her hair and bits will fall out.
No, she's got to have the
make her
side
bald.
shape.
If you want to make a bald, cast Uncle Fester for fuck's sake. Like seriously.
So Jacob was going to jump in as well. Just say something, mate. Sorry.
Yeah, if you want a real eye opener, why don't Disney just be real based and tell the original story of Sleeping Beauty?
Yes, please go there. Please go there. Yes.
Because they are not based.
Yeah, exactly. They're not based enough. They
I would
wouldn't
watch
even be
that.
brave enough to tell the original Grimm. Because it was originally a Grimm tale, wasn't it?
Yes.
Brothers Grimm.
I mean, if you want Disney to be based, make a new Pocahontas and have the original ending.
You want them to be based and brave? Why don't they bring back out Song of the South, for crying out loud?
Song of the South.
That's what I'm saying. Almost every week, like, where's Song of the South?
Huckleberry Finn.
Yep.
I'll give you a couple of seconds of this.
I think a happy ending would be if she is the apple in the movie Fates.
Exactly.
Fucking yeah.
Yep.
Absolute fucking unreal.
Oh, March 21st, huh?
Yeah, March 21st.
Hang on. There's another movie coming out on that day, I think. Let me see real quick. Because I could have sworn there was another movie that came out on that day.
Skipping through, and who else? I just saw the Sun into the chat. Lucy Fucker, how you doing? It's good to see you.
Hey.
And Annie Matthews with the 2 UK pound dib-dobs. Rapunzel, let down your muff. Ooh, can you imagine the length of her muff hair?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Rapunzel, let down your muff.
And he was
Andy.
like,
Thanks, Andy.
And clipped meme.
It's probably easier to climb.
God damn it, Andy.
Yeah.
do you ever, Enygma, do you ever have that situation where you accidentally choke on air when you just accidentally swallow a lump of it? That's your face right now. You just choked on muff.
I just remember what movie's coming out after Snow White, actually. It's called The Working Man with Jason Statham.
Yep.
Oh, I want to see that.
I think it
Looks
releases
alright.
a week after Snow White, and it's going to blow that movie out of the fucking
Oh yeah, of
water.
course it is. You're right, Wolfie. Good to see you.
Yeah,
Wolfie
absolutely.
Rose.
What were you going to say, Enigma?
I was just like, I'm just picturing it in my mind, climbing up
Don't-
like that, and it's just
Oh!
making my head hurt.
Bleach the brain, bleach the
Why did you do
brain.
that, Enigma? I'm
Yeah,
gonna
see,
have nightmares about that.
Yeah, so the funny thing is, Enigma, you should know better. Every time Tombi says, "Can you imagine?" Don't.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
Some of
Just-
it
just
is
get
just-
wrong.
I can't help it,
It's
okay?
always a trap. I promise. Every time I say something like that, it's always going to be a trap. We have Jackception. We've got 2 Jacks.
2 Jacks.
Oh, shit.
Jumping Jack and
Right.
teleporting
There we go. I'll
Jack.
put the right Jack on. Put the right jack on.
Nope, put the
Hyperbolic
wrong
Ninja's
jack
with
on.
us as well. Who says it would be Rapunzel, the non-binary trans lesbian. Yes, it wouldn't be her hair she lets down. It would be a 20-foot cock.
No, well, I issue a challenge for you. Cynthia Erivo as Rapunzel.
I'll just set the door off again.
No.
That's funny though. That's I mean,
No. The diversity hire Rapunzel wouldn't drop her hair. She would drop some bars.
Smu, you were going to say, mate? I interrupted you. Sorry.
Cynthia Erivo as Rapunzel.
Oh, without the hair. Yeah.
Without the hair.
You know what she's going to let down? I'll tell you what she will let down.
Her nails?
Everybody. The box office.
She's going to grow her fucking nails. Her nails are going to hit the fucking floor. Oh, mate, she's such a...
I mean, after I've seen Nosferatu, nothing would shock me anymore at this point.
Yeah, she was great in that.
Yeah. Exactly. Bill Skarsgård played her very well, I gotta say.
I mean, she looks like a fucking Malteser. I mean... Fucking Jesus Christ, it's nails and everything. But that fucking image...
those fingernails can suck all your memories out of your brain.
Was it 7?
She's going to play Jesus in Jesus Christ Superstar. Did y'all see that?
We mentioned this last week, and it's like, how can you have fucking this chick who looks like a fucking demon play Jesus Christ?
Rick Cleary there. Nostril Ferratu.
I mean...
I thought she needs to get rid of that piercing. Something bad.
Oh, mate.
I need someone to explain to me why. Do people not realize when they get that kind of piercing what it's the bull? Why they put those in cows so they can control them easier?
Yeah, I know, right? I don't think they get it. I don't think they get it. Agreed.
Greg,
Yeah,
Greg just
you can explain it to him real easy.
Yeah,
you could have said
Just
that.
grab
you
it.
know? Greg, you could have said that.
Just grab it and pull it.
No, they like it. It's the whole oppress me.
She looks like a literal fucking demon, though.
She
Do
does.
you know what I mean? Forget about the makeup, forget about the fucking earrings or whatever. She just genuinely looks like a demon, like what I would expect a fucking gargoyle sitting on the side of a building to look like. Those sharp fucking claws, that fucking really thin. Look at her hands.
Oh my
Her
God.
hands are bigger than her forearms.
I'm gonna spray you. Oh.
Yeah, Jesus.
And they're getting her to play Jesus Christ in the stage play. It's almost like they're purposefully doing this. Did anyone see Gary, Nerdrotic on fucking Piers Morgan's show the other day?
I did, yeah.
He was like, well, I'm all for it. Why don't we why stop there? Why not have fucking Muhammad superstar and we'll get like a gay, we'll get like a gay woman to play Muhammad.
I double dare anyone in Hollywood to do that. Because good luck with that. Because you're not ready for the shitstorm you're about to get for that.
Yeah.
Well,
Magic
if
Max,
it's then stand by it.
Magic Max says she can play Edward Scissorhands with those nails. Jesus, didn't even think about that.
You're not wrong.
Yes, brilliant woman.
That's an insult to Edward Scissorhands.
It is.
It's an insult to Johnny
Edward
Depp.
did nothing wrong to you, damn it.
Yeah. It was innocent, goddammit.
Hey,
Isn't
leave
she
that
a
alone.
lesbian as well?
Yes, she is.
Probably.
Right.
Probably.
Now, the thing that I've got going through my head is that, like, generally, lesbians tend to, smash clams and use their hands a lot more, don't they? How is she fingering anyone with those fucking nails?
Not. She's a selfish lesbian.
She's got a
cunt.
prosthetic
She expects
arm to do
be
that.
pleasured.
Is that Johnny Somali?
No, that's her.
Is that
That's her
Arsenio Hall?
It is. It's insane.
And it's in fact, this comes back to the jokes we were making earlier about Yusuke just blending in with the shadows up until they smile.
Teeth and eyes.
Fucking hell, that's an old Bernard Manning joke.
It is.
From like
Yes,
40, 50 years ago.
Yeah, it's like what you call a coloured chap with red teeth. Kit from fucking Knight
Rider.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Love
It's
it.
like what you call a black guy with ginger hair.
Cursed?
A Duracell battery.
Oh my god.
I mean, there's so many fucking old ones. Anyway.
Well, there in that pic.
Oh my god.
Oh, have we lost Jack? Jack's kind of frozen.
The internet was so offended it booted Jack.
Just stick a dick in
Fucking
Jack's mouth.
annoyed. I am so fucking getting pissed off with this now. It just keeps fucking kicking me out, resyncing, and it's doing my fucking nutting. Right, her there with the fucking blonde hair looks like a pint of fucking Guinness.
She does. Yeah.
She is.
Yes.
Can you,
This is a pint of Guinness.
can you bring back the image real quick, Tommy, for science?
What, this one?
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, you want a screen grab?
Oh, yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
Roger. I mean, she does look like a struck match.
She kind of does, yeah.
Anyway.
All right, that's enough casual racism.
Yeah, casual
Yeah,
racism.
let's move on to a different group now.
What? For a solid 1 hour and 51 minutes, that's the first topic. No, fuck it, the first topic. We're moving on. Let's have a
We're
look.
never gonna see Jacob or Enigma again.
We said that to Enigma after
Yeah,
last time he was here, and he still came back.
That's true.
I had a racist joke, but Tombi would get kicked off YouTube.
Just write it in a private chat, Jacob, so we can laugh at it.
Yeah, if you put it in the private chat, if it's okay, I'll just fucking say it anyway.
I'll be honest, Jacob. If you think it's racist, it's normally pretty harmless for what we normally talk about. So I think you're fine.
Yeah, you should see the rallies we all attend.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We all run around with our hands at angles
Okay,
of
what-
135.
What do you call a tree in Harlem?
Oh
God.
A hanging tree?
No, transportation.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Well, all this casual racism's bringing 44 people in on YouTube, so...
That was a good,
that's it. We
good time
found a
to
crowd.
step out for a cigarette then.
Yeah.
Why don't you?
I'm actually just going to go into Twitch for a second and just ban some fucking dickhead bot.
There you go.
Yeah, Greg, you missed us making our plans to invade Poland.
I was listening.
It's a pity, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just do it at the same time we invade Greenland, okay?
Yep.
There we go.
Nobody
Yes.
will bat an eye. Nobody will bat an eye.
We'll do a
Yanni.
Ribbentrop pact.
Yes.
Yanni, can I ask, are you getting the same issue as me? Because I saw that you were offline for a second there as well.
Was I? Oh.
Yeah.
There was a second where everything kind of froze for me for a minute, but I just went back in and it's fine. But it didn't boot me out. But, you know, my husband's also in the process of updating everything over here. Like, he just ordered a new router and modem that should be delivered soon. So hopefully it fixes.
Nice.
Okay, let's move on to the power of Germany. And Smu the DJ, do you want to just take us through this, mate?
Yeah. Apparently, there was a study being done right before the election. What a coincidence, right? Like immigration has not raised German crime rate. Well, I beg to differ for that one because
Lies.
Well, somebody tried to correct me the other day. And say, like, well, actually, no. If you look at the common denominators that cause the crimes in Germany at the moment, the majority of them are foreigners, strangely enough. Even though they say there's no correlation, well, I call bullshit on that one because
It's not a correlation; it's causation. That's why.
I mean, the thing is that correlation doesn't necessarily equal causation. But I think the point, and one of the points I made to Smu on this, and the same thing is happening in the US. The same thing is happening in the UK. Every Western country is currently guilty of this. Any crime committed by a minority person is being mislabeled as being caused by white Caucasians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because they want to correct their statistics and make themselves look good, and that's why they're doing this crap.
And you think this is supposed to be fighting racism? This is adding to racism. This is
here's the thing. Yeah.
2 seconds.
Yeah.
2 seconds. Go for it,
All,
Jake.
all those
Go ahead.
Those guys that were sent to prison for speaking out over the immigration stuff. What do they do with them? Oh yeah, they put them in the Muslim section of the prison. So when they get out, their racism is even more.
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
You radicalize people unintentionally now because of this.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Shortly before the election happened, there was a knife crime at the Holocaust place in Berlin.
Yep.
And the guy was a Syrian refugee, actively trying to attack Jews.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, he got a Spaniard, but some Spaniards are Jewish as well. Don't forget. And he attacked a Spaniard that died, unfortunately. And that was like 2 days before the election. And I even said, like, all these attacks that were happening right before the election, I mean, YouTube can bomb me for conspiracy theories here, were right before the election. The timing of these attacks is awfully coincidental, isn't it? It's the same with the car attack in Munich that happened like 2 weeks prior to that. Weirdly enough, there was also a Muslim that said that all non-Muslim people should die or are impure or something like that.
Yeah.
Weird that.
I mean, the number one thing that goes against that very article is if the headline were to be true, why did they fine one of the chairman of the AFD 6,000 euros for sharing a public criminal statistic that proves otherwise?
Exactly. Yep. And
Yeah,
they even said there's even a quote in the article saying, "Up to now, we had survey-based studies where we asked mainly young people about their criminal behavior, but here they took the criminality data of all the 400 districts in Germany and investigated the correlations."
Bullshit.
Which is bullshit. And they even said there that by including this data of the IFO researchers, they had to produce a fairer analysis. I wonder what fairer means by their definition. That includes demographic comparisons between districts. That doesn't just pertain to criminality, but also the fact that the education level of immigrants is systemically underestimated, while the sheer number of immigrants is overestimated. Does that mean are you indirectly implying that they're smart and also stupid at the same time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Was there a woodpecker going off then?
I was
it sounded like it, didn't it? Yeah.
I think it was Jacob's clock.
Ah.
The best thing is the quote underneath the video that's in this article. That leads to the fact that safety risk is often associated with immigration, and now we have more and more political parties and actors who try to create political capital out of this diffuse fear. Like, you can't make this shit up. Like, I've seen a lot of like sadly it's a cliche, I know, but I've seen a lot of like migrants from Syria, Afghanistan, weirdly enough, doing the same dumb shit that they get accused of. And there's no coincidence here. And there was also an article that was released today that there was a mass spike in visas coming in from Afghanistan all of a sudden. There's no conflict going on over there at the moment, last I checked. And the Syrian conflict, last I checked, is also pretty much over. So that make sense.
Well, this is... I'm just going to interrupt whoever's going to speak there. This is as retarded as the Gazan family that's been granted asylum in the UK under Ukrainian laws that actually ceased to exist back in freaking October last year. It's fucking retarded. It's bullshit.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
I don't, because I was away for a couple of minutes there, but I don't know whether it was mentioned. But the majority of the of course, like, we live in a majoritively white country, right? Like in Britain, we live in a majoritively white country. So yes, of course, there are going to be more crimes committed by white people than there are of, minorities, right? The difference is in proportion. So when you take like the proportion of people who are white, and how many crimes they're committing, and then you take the proportion of, like the smaller minority demographics and the crimes that they are committing, what is it? What's the fucking per capita? That's
per capita.
Yeah. That's the important thing to look at, is the per capita amount of these people are fucking criminals.
Yep.
You know what I mean? The majority of, or at least 50% of these people are criminals that we're bringing in. And if we keep bringing in more and more and more and more and more of them, then that percentage is going to rise dramatically.
This is the same argument as AOC when she was sounding off against that based fucking geezer. I can't remember his name, and she turns.
Holman? Tim Holman?
How many of these people are fucking arguing a toss about? None of these people that came into the country illegally are criminals. It's like
they're all criminals.
They're all criminals by default.
Yeah,
do they not understand what the word illegal is?
They're not called illegals because of their skin color. They're called illegals because they committed a crime.
Yes.
Oh, but they will argue. They will argue, but you can't be granted asylum until you're on the soil. And it's like, yeah, great, but the majority of these people who are coming over on small boats wouldn't be granted asylum if they went through the normal port of entry. If you went through if you came through on a boat or on a like a proper boat, a ferry or a train or a plane, whatever, you can be granted asylum. But the point is the majority of these people have already tried to get asylum and they cannot be granted asylum because of their criminal background. And so they've been deported back to their country of origin, which is why they then spend like upwards of $5,000 to get on a fucking small dinghy to end up on the shores of fucking, Dover or Calais or wherever the fuck it is, and then they just like scamper out into the streets like fucking cockroaches and they're never to be seen again. That is what makes you an illegal. Yeah, you're an illegal because you broke into the country and you didn't present yourself at a port of entry. And there are allowances in UK legislation for that to happen, right? You can turn up in unconventional means, i.e. a fucking boat or a dinghy, providing that you show a port of entry at the most promptest fucking point, and you've got a good reason for not entering on a plane or a ferry or a fucking train.
Yep. Yep, indeed. Right. Conscious of time, Jacob, how long have you got left, my friend?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good to go.
Cool.
I'm good to keep going.
Hairy Enema, right? Take us through this shit.
Yeah, so basically the also well-known and definitely not complete fucking garbage remake / continuation of Fable is getting delayed by a full year because they made some graphical changes upon other, also slightly reworking the look of the main character, who still looks like shit. I mean, she actually looks less shit than previously, but still looks like shit.
Yep.
And even with the extra development time of nearly one full calendar year, I'm going to make a very, very bold prediction that is not completely unheard of and say it's still going to be shit.
Yeah.
Because, even with 1 year, given how hard they already fucked this up, that they need another year to be like, oh, no, we cannot push this out. So if it's that shit that they need to delay by a full calendar year while making graphical changes to the main character, making graphical changes to the side characters, and making gameplay changes, motherfuckers, you only have 10 months. So, this is still gonna be shit. Don't waste your money, folks.
Nope.
Don't waste your money. Play Yasta Simulator.
Can I ask a question, right? Why is the main character a female? I'm pretty sure in the other Fable games, you got to choose whether or not you were a man or a woman.
You could pick a gender, yes.
So in the original you could, in this one you can't. You're stuck with a woman because fuck you, that's why.
And secondly, when I looked at the image, or the updated image of the protagonist, I didn't really see that much of a difference. I got to be honest with you. It could just be the fucking lighting or whatever. I mean, I really didn't see much of a difference between the old photo where she looks like a fucking goon.
Okay,
and
so
this one.
Can we throw that up and have a look at it?
Yeah, it should be. I can check because it should be in the. Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
I'm already fucking ahead of you.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
Because I was about to say, I'm pretty sure it's in the Discord. So
You see, I don't see much of a difference. Yeah, I don't see any difference in the character.
Just the lighting. One's at nighttime, one's at daytime.
Correct. They've got the shadow effect has made it softer on her face, and they've got subsurface scattering going on. That's what's going on with these two images.
And they reduced the
massive
echo.
eyebrows.
And let's keep in mind that whenever a game company, a developer says that they're doing something, we have to do this for this reason. The truth of the matter is that that's kind of BS. They're just they're reacting to what's going on in the market. The market's having a shift. AAA gaming is on its ass right now, and it's you got 2 feet, 1 foot in the grave, and the other one's slipping. So they're delaying it because they know they need to do something.
They really need to pivot.
Right.
On their
Now,
hill and change the direction, and I'd rather they did that and left it for a year.
Are
and
they
brought
going
out a
to
decent game? Not that I'll play it because I've never played any other ones. I'm not invested in this franchise whatsoever, so I could give two rats' asses about it. But they need to pivot, otherwise, Trump's in, Doge is going crazy on USAID. Everything's turned major based. Everyone's fucking happy about it, and Gamergate was one of the main reasons that vote got carried. In America.
You're right, Nerfy. So Nerfy says you did, but this is normal for the developer. Peter Molyneux tends to make grand promises, and it all makes you depressed.
Here's the thing, though. Peter Molyneux is not even associated with this.
He's not there anymore.
Yep, he's not associated with a piece of shit. No, but again, the main thing is they want to make changes because this is just one of the this is the earliest screenshot that you will ever get. So every screenshot that you see of the main character after this one will be the new and improved model because this is still the same model. But even if they improve the model and by some grace of every god that has ever existed in every religion, make her look halfway decent, you have a halfway decent looking character still in a shit game, so who cares?
Yeah.
Well, it's just also tiresome, isn't it? Like, how many times do we have to see this? Like, it used to be in a game that you could pick a gender, and now you have to accept an agenda.
See, the interesting thing is, I listened to a podcast before I went onto the plane that was discussing Lords of the Fallen, and the developer actively asked on Twitter whether or not he should bring back the gendered thing, like male and female, or do the body type A, body type B thing. Yeah, that's the original trailer image.
Yeah.
Everybody said that the character.
She looks like The Rock from fucking Scorpion King.
But she can definitely smell what The Rock is cooking.
Yep.
No, Ed. She cannot smell what The Rock is cooking. She smelled what he cooked.
She's the thing that he smells.
Well, even if we wake up tomorrow and she looks like Sydney Sweeney at the end of the day,
there it is.
I mean, saying that The
it's
Rock
still
looks
not
like a
going to
PlayStation
improve
2 character is
anything.
an insult.
They need to do something
right.
that's going to show us what they mean is serious, and because a lot of gamers right now are basically like, okay, AAA stuff. If it's not something I know I'm going to love, I'm not going to give it a chance.
Yep.
Prices are too high. I've been disappointed so many times. Screw it. I can go back and play Diablo 4. I can go back and play Final Fantasy 4. Whatever. I don't have to buy their bullshit.
That's the good thing about us having the back catalog.
This goes on.
Sorry, Jacob. Go ahead.
This goes on not in all media. Like, the new Captain America movie, for instance.
Yep.
Did all the reshooting help that movie?
Nope.
No, it's still bombed.
Yep.
They don't get when they need to just scrap something. Just scrap it.
Right.
If it's that bad that you have to change so much, just scrap the whole thing.
Well, the stupid thing is, in the case of like Captain America, it's not like they don't have 60 years of effing comic books to go back and look at to find good stories to tell.
There's plenty of source materials for them. Smu, go ahead, and then I'll just leave with a piece before we move on, because you were going to say something. Or is it slipped your mind?
No, it's just we have the luxury of actually going back to old games that didn't have all this crap in it and shoved down our throats. So that's the the good thing, the original Fable games are still out there. If you want to play them, by all means do it, because they're out there, and you'll probably have a better time with them than with this piece of crap coming out. And the most irritating thing about this, when this was first revealed, was that they had Richard Ayoade in it and doing the narration. I was like, I mean, I don't mind Richard personally, but it just felt a bit on the nose for me.
Was he involved in any of the other games?
No, he was just that was the first time he was involved in it. I was like,
Go for it, Jacob. You were going to say?
All these big, I see it like a somebody who's made their fortune and they're passing it on to their children. Well, it's like these video game producers, they spent time to get people to follow them, get people to play their games, and earned it. And these new people coming along, they think they're entitled. They think, oh well, we've got the audience, so they're going to love anything we put out. No, they're not. You're putting out a crap product. Nobody's going to want to buy.
Yeah. So we're going to move on.
To be a self-insert.
We're going to move on in a second, but I just wanted to make a point on this. So we've got companies that are creating very poorly received films, very poorly received or anticipated games. Their credibility would go through the roof if they'd simply put their hands up and say, this does not work, we are not releasing it, and scrap the whole bloody thing. Because it puts the power back into the consumer, power back into the fans, and says, we listen, we're trying to deliver what you expect, but we simply failed with this. We are not going to release it. It would be an insult to the source materials. It would be an insult to you as the fans to watch it, and we don't deserve your money to produce this and send it in front of you. So,
and the corporations could use it as a tax write-off.
And they can use it as a tax write-off. So I'm going to switch us across to this. Abe, tell me all about Samurai Pizza Cats.
Yeah, I don't know how many people will remember this show. Yeah, the theme tune is the thing that sticks out in my head more than anything else. This show itself was mired in certain controversies here and there, but then again, you know, it was a product of its age. Pretty much every show was.
I'm just going to interrupt you for absolute breaking news. Spotted on the red carpet recently, Jack.
My goodness, Jack! You're among your people.
Holy shit! 2 black women together.
Yeah. Black lesbian women.
Nice. Anyway,
and you were right. You were absolutely right, Yana. She is not a generous lover.
How were the nails?
A greedy
Jack?
lover.
They went right in my ass and cut my asshole.
Any lesbian with nails like that, selfish bitch.
Jack, that's what you get for borrowing Greg's salt lamps. They're salt lamps.
Greg's salt lamp is smoother and more generous than Cynthia fucking whatever her fucking name is.
Cynthia Rothrock.
Rough Rock is my salt lamp.
Yeah,
actually,
Rothrock is your
Cynthia
salt lamp.
Rothrock would be a upgrade. So yeah.
Yeah, she would be back to fucking doing some what was it? The American Ninja shit.
Yeah, she whipped somebody's ass.
Who was the dude in American Ninja? Dudacus. Can't remember his fucking name.
Biggest Dickus.
Biggest Dickus.
Well, that would apply if you were.
Did you want to watch this official game trailer reveal? Fuck it.
Let's give it
Sure, yes.
Do it.
Welcome back to Little Tokyo, where some big news has just reached the big cheese.
A video game, 30 years later in these old-fashioned...
That looked a bit sus. Just that image looks like someone's just pissed their pants.
Yeah, it does look like a camel toe, doesn't it?
Like I said, not a show without its controversies.
Oh my god. I just now saw it. I didn't see it at
Cannot be
first.
Unseen.
Cannot be
game 30 years later and these old-fashioned furballs are getting a new video game. These darn pizza cats are always stealing my spotlight. I haven't felt this angry since our cartoon show stopped airing on TV.
Calm down, Smu. If the pizza cats are getting a new game, that means we will be cast as the main villains, right? Our voice actors are even recording the scene that we're doing right now.
But I'm supposed to be the lead. I'm probably not even going to be a playable character.
Calm down, Cheese. I have a plan.
I don't think I ever watched this.
I've never seen this in my life.
I've never watched it, but it.
Of course not, because none of you are cultured. Abe, none of these heathens are cultured. Don't worry.
Oh my God, Hanayama, these fucking barbarians that we've got on this panel.
Absolute uncultured heathens. All of them.
My name's Abe and I suck dick. Anyway.
We could bribe the animators to draw a super powerful robot for us. And then we can get rid of those pesky pizza cats once and for all.
Bribe the animators. What a brilliant idea. And with those annoying pizza cats out of the way, I'll become the new emperor of Little Tokyo once and for all.
Oh no! Isn't there anyone who can stop this cast-off supervillain?
So, the big cheese is up to his old tricks again, huh? Well, we've got 9 lives, plus continues.
And when the game gets tough, you know who to call.
We are the Samurai Pizza Cats!
That's right, ladies and
it feel. No, I'm not going to say it.
gentlemen, the Samurai Pizza Cats are back with a brand new video game. The Big Cheese has an evil scheme up his sleeve, and it's up to you, the player, to stop him from taking over Little Tokyo. Switch between your favorite cats, Speedy, Guido, and Polyester, and get ready for some nostalgic pep.
Hold on, what names did they fucking
Did
just
they say Guido?
That's exactly what I thought I heard.
Up his sleeve, and it's up to you, the player, to stop him from taking over Little Tokyo. Switch between your favorite cats, Speedy, Guido, and Polyester.
Okay, yeah.
Speedy, Guido, and
Yep.
Polyester.
Yep.
And get ready for some
Guido is the actual. I have an Uncle Guido.
Guido. It's Guido.
I assume that's on the Italian side, just to get it.
Yeah, we'll give it away.
They are pizza cats.
Yeah. So, by the way, before you press play, it's still more historically accurate than Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
There were as many samurai pizza cats as there were black samurai.
Yes.
No, they were definitely more.
Three more.
This has actually got more credibility straight away.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nostalgic pepperoni action. So put on your best pajamas because we're going to party like it's 1991 with the return of the Samurai Pizza Cats.
I must admit, I like
cool.
the look of it.
Yeah.
I'm happy to actually see the Tatsunoko logo on something.
Yep.
Because I haven't seen that in a while.
Let me get this straight. The Samurai Pizza Cats come out mysteriously around the same time as 4 turtles from New York who eat pizza.
Yes.
Yes.
And a couple years ago, those same turtles got their retro side-scrolling fighting beat 'em up game.
Beat 'em up game, yeah.
Beat 'em up game. And now here come the Samurai Pizza Cats. Gee.
It's almost like somebody remembered how to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm dropping the link into chat, guys. So if you want to go find it over on Steam to wishlist it, links in chat, links.
All we need
To
now.
be fair, it does look like it's a lot of fun. I'm just
It does.
pointing out.
It does look good. Yeah.
Like the aesthetic is spot on.
Okay.
It's worth pointing out, but yeah, definitely on brand for the
Got a
job.
good retro feel.
Yeah. Now we just need biker mice from Mars and street sharks, and that's all of them.
Bring
done.
Rampage back too.
Yeah, and extreme dinosaurs.
Oh
Yes.
yes.
We're going to move on to something that Yanni brought up before we start hitting outtakes and memes and all that good shit. This is something that Yanni sent across.
So before we go anywhere, just on this one web page, what this is if you wouldn't mind scrolling up just a quick second. Oh yeah, Pan Euros. So recently there has been a group called Doge Washington, which is going through what is the government spending taxpayer money on specifically in Washington. And they have dug up Pan Euros. What is Pan Euros? Celebrating and cultivating consent and sexuality. It is, so long story short, they received government grants. Now, Doge Washington says in 2024, they received $2,000. When I tried to look into it, it looked like there was more like $100,000 any given year. But I'm sure they know what they're doing more than I do. So found this out. I'm going to get to the punchline here of what what is being reported on. So already have an issue with this, getting government money to this foundation. And Tombi, if you wouldn't mind clicking on upcoming events, because this organization hosts events, and take a look at the different things we have.
What the fuck? The first thing I see is sensual sessions.
Touring with bondage.
That wasn't me.
You need a deeper voice for that.
Out on March the 15th, Hypno Kink.
That's not me.
Yes. Trans night.
Witchy rope enthusiast.
I don't claim them, by the way. Just saying. I don't claim
That's
them.
definitely Yanni.
The witchy
That's
rope
nope.
group.
I do not claim them.
Who are female identified, genderqueer, gender non-binary, and trans to talk about rope.
I got news for you. There's only 2 genders.
Shocker.
What the...
Not great. Now, you know what's really funny here, actually? What's really funny is that on Tuesdays, it's blank. And for anybody who knows this story, that's fucking incredible. And this is brand new to me. So the way that this was originally reported on is that I think almost every Tuesday, I can't remember, every Tuesday, there was a group scheduled called... What are they called? Oh shit, I can't remember. Something about the jack-offs. It is a club where gentlemen get together.
Is that a
and
club of
have
jacks?
Gentlemen.
Yeah, I was going to make a joke about Jack, look at your people, but
Is this
no,
a
it's
gooning
legitimately, this club is funded by this organization. Straight up, it is a club where men are only allowed, and they literally hang out. They have somebody who's whacking it on the projector, and they all jerk off to it. And they're all, it's a literal circle jerk.
That sounds like some weird gooning shit.
It's some weird
ass
shit.
On the 9th, queering tantra, pleasure healing, genital massage, breathwork, and tantric meditation.
Oh yeah.
Better,
Oh, and the
connected sex.
22nd? The 22nd is fun too, because there's some hypnosis.
Men tying men play party. Is this all funded by the America?
Yes.
This is all funded by Washington State taxpayer money. Now,
Yummy.
they do take donations. They do take membership, fees. All sorts of things. But I did find a letter from the founder, Rain City Jacks. Thank you. That is what's called, is Rain City Jacks.
Fucking perverts.
Yes, it's a bunch of perverts. And the organizer, the person who's leading this, says that they're founded by donations. Like, it says in her letter that they are founded by donations, and that's what keeps
that was
them
a
going.
fucking lie.
If they're whacking off all together on a Tuesday, what are they doing Friday nights? Because there's no groups on Fridays either, so fuck knows what they're
Probably
getting
in
up
the
to on
Oh my
weekends.
god, there's a scholarship program.
There you go.
Maybe
Yeah.
on those days they're taking a break from rampant degeneracy.
They're probably going to their doctor for their, latest
monkeypox jabs.
Regular tests.
Do
Yeah.
you know what's really, really funny about all of this? Rick
All of
always
it.
says he's busy on a Friday.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Oh dear me!
Just want to say as well, going back to the rope thing, there are
Elon's-
more types of rope.
Elon's-
Sorry, but there are more types of rope than there are genders. Okay, just to put that out there, there are
That's true.
definitely more types of rope than there are genders.
More
Not
types
a word
of
of lie.
yarn.
That is true.
Go for it, Jacob.
Phoenix.
But you forget, Elon's taking our rights away.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's a threat to our democracy.
Yeah, about that.
Meanwhile, we are dealing with what is supposed to be in Seattle. We were officially put into a state of emergency when it comes to homelessness. We're dealing with rampant drug abuse. Nobody can afford anything. Yada, 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 yada. But no, let's have some government-funded sex parties.
Yeah.
Come on, Yanni.
During
I mean,
COVID, that ain't Rachel Levine, that bloke in a dress who was an admiral pretending to be a nurse general or some shit, was giving public health advice, saying it's okay to get together for your regular group sex sessions. Just make sure you're wearing a mask.
Just wear a mask. That's the most important.
Do you know why they said that though?
Yeah,
Greg. Do you know why they said that though?
Because they're a bunch of degenerate fucks.
No, because there was a correlation. If you're sensitive, you have sensitive ears, close your ears for 5 seconds. There were people eating each other's asses, and the health official, the health official had to come out and say like, stop eating ass because it spreads COVID back in the day.
They eat the poo-poo.
They eat the poo-poo. You get the poo-poo.
I mean, in all fairness, like if you were wearing a mask, that's not going to be very conducive to eating ass.
Exactly.
I do have to say, the reason that I think it's interesting that Rain
So don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
The reason I think
in fact, don't listen to Rachel Levine for anything.
Wear 3 masks.
Yes.
Don't do that. Wear 3 masks.
Put them over your
3
eyes.
condoms, and you'll be fine.
Wear whole body condoms.
I remember
it's
when
science. It's science.
I do remember when they were saying like wear 2 masks at the gym, and I do remember vividly that Steven Crowder took them up on that challenge and actually wore 2 masks while he was working out, and he said he was almost dying when he was doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, say what you want about Steven Crowder, but at least he tried.
Yeah, it's weird. It's almost like you kind of need to breathe when you're working out.
Really? I thought you have to stop breathing like George Floyd.
Oh no, it's all anaerobic, bro.
Right, okay, conscious of the time, we're going to move on to some of the memes and some of the wild shit that's happening in the fucking world. Moment, a 4.8 million golden toilet seat was taken from Blenheim Palace.
Excuse me?
Yep, so you got this car, comes steaming in.
2 cars, is it?
2 cars by the look of it. Fucking breaking in.
I bet you the feast were like, man, we're gonna have the best shit of our lives when we steal this.
Yeah, the lights have come on, dude. It's just got a fucking toilet seat.
You can clearly see the license plate too. Like, what?
Yeah, I mean the car's going to be stolen. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
those cars are stolen, and they go for VW Golfs and things like that because they're rapid and quick. And really well.
I gotta give the getaway drivers kudos. They drove over the Union Jack when they were escaping. So,
what to add insult to injury, no doubt.
Exactly.
Oh no, my shitter has been stolen. Anyway, fuck that shit. Let's go into memes. Let's have a quick laugh.
Yes.
Oh shit. Right.
Oh gosh, this one.
Put some volume on some of this stuff. Can't hear it.
Equidem nullum aliud consilium nisi mali vestri impediendi dineo.
Panolti, ni Diego iwan ashkan ni no machtika.
You are fucking, you fucking, you bloody, bastard, you, bloody fuck you, bloody.
Bloody fuck you, bloody.
No, fuck you.
Oh my god. That not good. How would you dare do that to me? You cannot have me up there on that screen without me having my permission.
No, fuck you, bloody.
They poo-poo.
Bloody fuck you.
Wait, is that a Homelander figure?
No,
it's Trump. Super Trump.
Oh! To the sky!
MAGA man, MAGA man. That's whatever a MAGA
Can't wait for this.
Pretty cool.
I can't wait for it to show up at the anti-Trump protest.
Gun special effects.
Yeah.
To the sky, see Donaldus rise.
That is pretty cool, though. I will say that would be fucking hilarious. Can you imagine taking that just back in time, like 100 years?
I've seen versions of this where they've made up a witch on a broomstick,
That's
and thrown it around at Halloween at night.
Oh my god!
Scared the shit out of kids.
Or a banshee.
One.
I saw one with a banshee too.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yes, that's awesome.
Right, next.
Oh.
I put the caption for this as status after every night out.
What's his name then? This business partner you've been with!
Tony! His name's Tony!
Tony.
Okay. Let me smell your cock.
What?
What?
Excuse me?
Let me smell your cock. If you ain't been hanging out the back of those slags, then fucking prove it.
You know what, Donna? Fuck you. I'll fucking go to work to put a roof over our head and food on our table and I go home to this shit! You always think the worst of me, Donna! Why don't you try trusting me for once?
God damn it, Stasis.
He's going to turn around, isn't he?
What's his name?
Oh dear, Karas with the $5 dib dobs. Look, it's an orange. It's a witch. It's just Trump. How you doing, Karas? Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Thank you very much indeed. It's incredibly generous of you.
Cheers, Karas.
Thank you.
He's in there boogieing out his fucking boxer shorts because he don't want to smell like freaking taco. What the fuck is with this?
Ooh, what's that?
Unfortunately, every time I keep on trying to copy it, it's just copying Video Ninja into chat. Okay, let's get this one.
Oh, I think I've seen this one. Yeah.
Oh, she got a geek on it.
Remember what they took from you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is German advert.
Ja, wenn es so richtig chinesisch schmecken soll, Maggi-Fix für China-Pfanne. Mit Bambussprossen und der typischen Würzung. Fehlt nur noch das Fleisch.
Mit Maggi-Fix was Tolles zaubern. Neu. Maggi-Fix für China-Pfanne.
Mehr exotische Rezepte und viele, viele andere stehen im neuen Maggi-Fix Mini-Kochbuch Band 2. Wir vom Maggi-Kochstudio schicken es Ihnen gern. Gratis natürlich.
That's an 80s advert, all right?
Wow,
those Maggi sachets are brilliant as well.
They're very, very good.
Yeah.
That is the most the 80s German advert you could ever produce.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you'd like it.
Absolutely is.
Okay, let's listen to Joy Reid.
I'm Joy Reid, and this is my last show. MSNBC decided to cancel it because they don't realize how much my show has to offer. Like, how will white people know how racist and misogynist they are if I don't tell them every day? Anyway, joining me is another victim of oppression, Don Lemon.
Thanks, Joy. I don't know what you're upset about. There's no way you're as oppressed as I am. After all, I'm black and gay. According to the hierarchy, I'm one tier more oppressed than you.
Don, that's ridiculous. Obviously, I'm more oppressed than you because I'm black and have a minky in my pants. You're black and gay, but you're a man. And being a man canceled out the gay.
I didn't realize I was talking to Jim Crow. Being black and gay makes me way more oppressed than you.
But you don't have a minky in your
that's Don
pants.
Lemon's
Man, I
argument
wish there was some way we could settle this.
Oh, what is happening? Where are we? Who abducts a black and gay man? What is this? Jim Crow teleporting? I brought you here.
Yeah.
I'm Cynthia Erivo. I heard you dispute about who's more oppressed. As you know, I was recently chosen to be Jesus because I'm black and gay, so I have the power to determine who's more of a victim. As you know, the oppression tier list was discovered by Rosa Parks. She wasn't as oppressed of any of us, but this is how we determine who's the most oppressed.
So who's more oppressed?
I'm getting to that. According to the tier list, I'm at the top because I'm black and gay and have a minky in my pants. Joy, you're here on level 2 because although you're just black, you do have a minky. Don, you're closer to the bottom. You may be black and gay, but you're a man and that cancels out a gay. This is outrageous. You're just saying that because you're homophobic. I didn't realize we were looking at the Jim Crow oppression tier list. It doesn't really matter. You're both equally obnoxious.
This is what we hear. In
Don Lemon was caught picking fruit downtown. That's why he got cancelled.
Yep. Okay, let's do another couple and then we're gonna go around the room.
Like street voice? Yeah, baby.
Guns and robberies, imagine dads, audio slaves,
Yeah, we'll link that.
Always in chains, nickel black, 30 seconds to jail.
Oh, mate.
Rage against child support, guns and Rosa Parks. My cotton field romance in sync, Lincoln Dog. Mamas and no papas, Blink 187, George Floyd. Call the police, red hot cotton pickers, the Blackstreet Boys. No Papa Roach system over. Get down on the ground.
Fucking chat.
Oh God.
Chat music is wild.
I love the chat music. They have some songs where I'm like, okay, and some others I'm like, meh. I think we lost.
All right, let's do one more, and this one, and then we'll.
Yes.
Yes.
I wasn't proud of that one.
This executive order is the fuck around and find out order, also known as the FAFO. This order is for everyone who fucked around and will now find out.
Hold it. This is a good one. Is everybody listening?
This executive order is the fuck around and find out order, also known as the FAFO. This.
Cool beans. Right, it's at that time. Let's go around the room and let's do the shout outs and see what's going on in the world of the streamers and the panelists. Let's go with Smu the DJ as always.
Yeah, tomorrow I will be back to regular streaming again. I know I've been wanting to stream today, but my body wouldn't let me because I'm still a little bit jet lagged from the flight, but that's okay. Tomorrow, about 3 p.m. UK time, I will be playing some more Doom Eternal, squashing some demons and all that good stuff. Other than that, make sure you follow Nerdy Neo because I want to make sure that he reaches the 500 subs by the end of the year. That's pretty much my goal. And also, I recently cracked the 1,170 subs on my channel. So if you can, guys, help me get to 2,000 by the end of the year. That's generally my goal for now. And yeah, just keep your eyes out on Twitter for any announcements about anything. And that's pretty much it. Make sure you follow everyone. And yeah, cheers for Enygma and Jacob for being on the show today.
Perfect.
That is all.
Thank you very much indeed. And let's now see the Gregory.
I have no future plans.
That's an aspiration. Yeah.
So quickly, how's your server coming along?
Servers are the server itself is great. Me and Viper put about 150 hours into adding a load of content, and we're really excited about it. But with the cuts, our glorious Patreon has not able to continue paying for the servers on Havoc, so that is a problem, which I've been looking at today. I'm thinking of probably setting up a 6-month Havoc server just to keep that one going and let us finish doing the work we want to do on it to make it as good as it can be. You know, it's just it's a bit of a kick in the bollocks, but we'll pick ourselves back up and make sure it happens for everyone. Because it's Abe's birthday tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
So I don't know when, but it'll be soon.
Yep.
Sweet.
Happy days. Abe, what you doing? Where are we going to be? What you coming doing next? Inspector Patron and all that good stuff.
Well, tomorrow, probably do some party games, maybe in the evening at some point.
Yep. Cool.
Saturday, I'm on Beelzebub in the morning. I'll be on Anime After Dark at night, and then straight after that, I'm now a new series regular on Samuel's channel.
Sweet.
Good to see.
Yeah,
Yep.
so I'll be on Screaming Into the Void regularly from now on.
Sweet.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, then after that, it's the regular Tuesday and Thursday gaming streams. If the Thursday ones carry on or not, I'll definitely be there for the Tuesday ones. And then, yeah, I'll be back here next Wednesday.
Happy days. Thank you very much indeed for joining us this evening, as always. Always a pleasure to see you, and always a pleasure as well, Jack.
Yeah, hello. You can catch me on Twitter at JackTarlad. Tomorrow on my YouTube channel, we have the continuation of Read and Roll, and tomorrow we have as guest adventurer the fabulous Scream Queen Selena, who is the wife to Iron Oxide and producer of Iron Oxide's Rogues Gallery stream on a Friday. So go and check them out there. But tomorrow at 10 o'clock GMT, you can watch her on my show, Read and Roll, where we take a fighting fantasy, choose your own adventure game book, and we ask a guest adventurer to come on and play the book. I'll play the games master, they play the hero. Other than that, come and join me on Tuesday nights, 10 o'clock, when I'm doing my JTL Plays gaming streams, and we're currently working our way through GTA Vice City, trying to get to 100% completion. And then I'll be back here on Wednesday for the Hump Day Chinwag. So come and join me.
Thank you very much indeed, Jack. Always a pleasure. And Yanni, where would you like to start? Pine and Cauldron?
Yeah, let's fight with Pine and Cauldron. I can talk, absolutely. If you're interested in any fine hand-dyed yarns, please check out pineandcauldron.com. For instance, these were made with, I think I called it Rainier one week and that was wrong. This was made with American Ridge is the colorway on the Madrone yarn base. So if you're interested in any hand-dyed yarns, please check that out. I also have some more patterns on the way and some limited editions coming soon. Yeah, I think that's it for Pine and Cauldron. Otherwise, you can find me over at Yarn Witch Live on YouTube. Let's see here. I'm playing multitude of different games, including Baldur's Gate with Uncle Martin. Let's see here, which I will be doing tomorrow morning. And I will be over on Dadman Walking stream tomorrow evening. Nice. So that'll be fun. But yes, please come check me out at Yarn Witch Live, where there is a whole lot of swearing and raging and ADD moments.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We wouldn't want it any other way. We wouldn't want it any other way. Over to Hanayama, and then we'll do our guests.
I mean, it's the usual stuff, hating people on Twitter because they deserve it. Outside of that, it's like basically retweeting everybody that even remotely dares to tweet out a stream, and or tweeting out streams for those that keep forgetting it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Nope. Shut up. You shut your mouth.
Whoa.
No, but outside of that, obviously, Saturday, Anime After Dark for Solo Leveling Episode 9 and Sakamoto Days Episode 9 indeed.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Shut up, silly woman.
It's got to be done. Right.
Hello, my people.
Rearrange. Let's go with Enygma. What you got coming up? Where can we find you? What are you going to be doing?
Oh, I'm all over YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter at Evil Enigma and all those places. I stream 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time to noon, and then 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. I've been doing Diablo lately, but watching Mags play Final Fantasy last night made me want to play that, so I might go and do some of that stuff here coming up pretty soon.
Sweet.
I also just got a new logo, so I am going to show that off here pretty soon and hopefully start a merch store before too much longer.
Yay!
Exciting
That would
times.
be kind of cool. Yeah. So yeah, come see me, please. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, subscribe on YouTube. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm 106 subscribers on YouTube right now. Love to be monetized there. And I can't get over 600 on Twitch. I'm like 594, 595. It's weird.
Oh, damn.
Well, chat, we know what to do. You know the mission. Go
Do the thing.
Sub to Enygma. Make sure you pop across to his Twitch channel as well. Details are going to be in the description, so feel free to jump in there if you don't jump into it while we're talking. And then we've got Jacob. What you got coming up? Where we're going to find you next, sir?
Yeah, tomorrow I'll be on Roman of the Empire show. We'll be talking The Last Starfighter.
Ooh.
And then Tuesday on my show, I'll be going over 2 episodes of X-Files.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm getting really close to 500. I'm at 435, I think. So yeah, if anybody wants to subscribe, come on over. And watch hours. I could really use some watch hours. Really low on watch hours. So
on it.
There's some playlists you can play. So I'll also be opening a merch store soon. What else? Yeah, one more thing. I also do graphic design. So if anybody out there needs any graphics done, then you can hit me up on Twitter.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's always, do you know what, Jacob? It's actually quite handy. The more people that we know that have got these skill sets and got those tools, and us ourselves might not necessarily have those guys. So if you're out and you're looking for some, reach out to the likes of Jacob, reach out to the other guys that you know on streams that offer this, and hit them up with commissions and things like that. It does help them massively, and obviously it will also benefit you in kind. So what am I going to be doing? Because I completely forgot to do an outro last week, which was fucking hilarious. I suddenly ended the show and I'm like, I didn't do an outro. But for me, there's no Baldur's Gate 3 today. I'm teaching all this week, so I need to have early nights. So the next stream you'll find me on is 2Ts in a Pod, which is going to be at 1900 GMT tomorrow with Tam, which is going to be 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come and join us for that one, followed by some party games. We're going to celebrate Abe's birthday. And whatever games that Abe wants to play, that's what we're going to hit up. So as many people come join us as you can. On to Friday, I've got some stuff coming up. So I'm going to play it by ear, but you may be seeing me on a few different channels over the course of certainly this weekend and over the next weeks. Lots of different channels. Lots of people have been reaching out, which is great news. So thank you very much indeed to the panel for jumping in today. Thank you very much indeed for the chat. Thank you for the gifted memberships across the board, the subs, the subscriptions, the remembered, the re-ups, and everything in between. And we shall catch you this time next week for more Hump Day Chinwag. Until then, guys, look after yourselves. And yeah, take care of yourselves. Bye for now.
Bye.